Parliament. Home Minister Amit Shah, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, who won round 2 of the vote of no confidence. We'll dissect both their speeches very closely. You're with the news today. The fierce face-off over Manipur coming up, the countdown to 2024. Let's tell you right at the top then where we stand. First with the 9 headlines at 9. Home Minister Amit Shah gives a detailed status report over Manipur violence on day 2 of the no trust debate, but refuses to accept central government accountability, backs Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh, calls the no confidence motion politically motivated, targets the Congress. Rahul Gandhi takes on the Modi government in Parliament, says Bharat Mata was murdered in Manipur. Union Minister Smriti Irani fires back with a dynast and corrupt attack. Rahul Gandhi's alleged flying kiss in the House also triggers a row. BJP women MPs accuse him of indecent behavior. Congress rebuts, says Rahul Gandhi was only replying to BJP MPs mocking him. AAP MP Raghav Chadda faces a privilege motion. 4 MPs accuse him of proposing their name for the Delhi Services House panel without their consent. Rajya Sabha passes personal data protection bill after opposition walks out over Manipur issue. The law that protects personal information of citizens' dilutes the Right to Information Act. Kerala Assembly unanimously adopts resolution to rename the state. CM Pinarayi Vijayan urges centre to rename God's own country to Keralam in all languages. Chandrayaan-3 reaches even closer to the moon's surface after a successful maneuver. Next operation scheduled for 14th August. ICC formally announces changes to the ODI World Cup fixtures. India versus Pakistan clash now confirmed in Ahmedabad for October 14. Changes made to a total of 9 games. 41 migrants have died in a shipwreck of the Italian island of Lampedusa. The asylum seekers were killed while en route to Italy from Tunisia. But let's start with the big face-off that took place in Parliament. It was day 2 of the no confidence motion and it was a battle of political heavyweights. Amit Shah, Union Home Minister, spoke for 2 hours defending the government on Manipur and targeting the opposition whom he accused of having failed to handle the situation in the northeast in the past. Rahul Gandhi led the charge from the Congress, where he claimed that Bharat Mata had been murdered in Manipur. What really were the 2 sides battling about? Before we go into our face-off, where we'll be joined by special political guests, let's take a look at just what the 2 main speakers from either side had to say on day 2 of the no confidence motion in Parliament.
1993 में श्री पीवी नरसिम्हा राव जी प्रधानमंत्री थे, राजकुमार दोरेंद्र सिंह कांग्रेस के नेता मुख्यमंत्री थे और नागा कुकी संघर्ष हुआ। नागा कुकी भी नस्लीय हिंसा थी मंजूर और उस वक्त 750 लोग मारे गए, 200 लोग घायल हुए, 45,000 लोग शरणार्थी थे और 1.5 साल तक ये हिंसा अविरत रूप से चलती रही। अब ये कहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी क्यों नहीं बोले? भाई 700 लोग मारे गए थे, 200 लोग घायल हुए, 45,000 लोग शरणार्थी बने। आपको मालूम है जवाब किसने दिया? मान्यवर, इनको मालूम है जवाब किसने दिया? MOS राजेश पायलट ने। बाद में 2004 में मनमोहन सिंह जी थे, इबोबी सिंह जी थे, लगभग 1700 लोगों के एनकाउंटर हुए, 1700 लोग एक तरफा वर्दी से। ऐसा वहाँ मानते हैं, मैं नहीं मानता, मैं तो व्यवस्था में विश्वास रखने वाला हूँ। वहाँ लोग मानते हैं वर्दी से की हुई नस्ली हिंसा थी। 1700 सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने संज्ञान लिया, ढेर सारी SITयाँ बनी, मगर किसने जवाब दिया? कोई नहीं, एक चर्चा नहीं, ना MOS ना मिनिस्टर। अब मुझे बताइए भाई, चिदम्बरम साहब थे और वहाँ राज्यसभा में मेरा हिसाब मांगते थे, मुझे बोलने नहीं देते। मैं आपके माध्यम से देश की जनता को कहना चाहता हूँ, ये परिस्थिति जन्य नस्लीय हिंसा है, इसको राजनीति का मुद्दा नहीं बनाना चाहिए। और मान्यवर 3, 4, 5 मैं पूरे देश को बताना चाहता हूं, इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने रात को 4 बजे भी मुझे फोन किया है और दूसरे दिन 6:30 बजे मुझे फोन से उठाया भी इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने। और ये कह रहे हैं मोदी जी ध्यान नहीं रख। हिंसा धीरे धीरे कम हो रही है, हम हिंसा में की आग में तेल डालने का काम न करें, हम तेल न डालें। तेल कैसे डाला जाता है मैं बताता हूं। श्री राहुल गांधी जी यहाँ से वहाँ मुलाकात करने, मैं बड़ा स्वागत करता हूँ, संवेदना है, मणिपुर की चिंता है। गए एयरपोर्ट पर उतरे, उन्होंने कहा कि भाई हमें चूड़ाचांदपुर जाना है, ठीक है भाई, अगले दिन जाने वाले थे, पहले दिन कहा कोई बात नहीं, चाहिए आप जरूर जाना चाहिए। हमने कहा हेलीकॉप्टर से चले जाइए, कि नहीं मैं रोड से जाऊँ, पुलिस ने रोकना पड़ा। फिर 3 घंटे तक ऑल इंडिया लाइव कराकर ये नाटक देश को दिखाया और फिर 4 बजे दूसरे दिन हेलीकॉप्टर से चले गए। भाई हेलीकॉप्टर से चले जाते तो क्या आपत्ति थी, हमने सुरक्षा की पूरी व्यवस्था की थी, परंतु इस प्रकार की काम करने के लिए वहां जाना, इसको पॉलिटिक्स कहते हैं गौरव जी। शर्मनाक वीडियो आया, मैं इसके बारे में भी कहना चाहता हूँ। मान्यवर ये वीडियो 4 मई के दिन की दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना है। दुनिया में किसी भी जगह पर, किसी भी स्थान पर किसी महिला के साथ, किसी युवा महिला के साथ इस तरह की घटना समाज के नाम पर धब्बा है मान्यवर, इसका कोई समर्थन नहीं कर सकता। 4 मई का वीडियो संसद सत्र के 1 दिन पहले ही क्यों आया? अगर किसी के पास वीडियो था तो वीडियो डीजीपी को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए मान्यवर? किसी के पास वीडियो था तो पुलिस तंत्र को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए? उसको सार्वजनिक करना चाहिए क्या? वो महिला के सम्मान की तो सोचो। किसी के पास भी था, अगर उसने डीजीपी को दे दिया होता तो 5 तारीख को ही पकड़ गए होते, क्योंकि जिस दिन वीडियो दिया उसी दिन वीडियो की कॉपी पर से हमने फेस आइडेंटिफिकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर का उपयोग करते हुए, सरकारों के डेटा के साथ मिलान करते हुए 9 के 9 लोगों को अरेस्ट कर दिया और वो आज ट्रायल फेस कर रहे हैं जेल में।
भारत एक आवाज है, भारत हमारी जनता की आवाज है, दिल की आवाज है। उस आवाज की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की, इसका मतलब भारत माता की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। भारत माता को आपने मणिपुर के लोगों के मारा, आपने मणिपुर के लोगों को मारकर भारत की हत्या की है। आप देश द्रोही हो, आप देशभक्त नहीं हो, आप देश प्रेमी नहीं हो, आप देशद्रोही हो। आपने देश की हत्या मणिपुर में की।
प्लीज प्लीज एक मिनट, प्लीज प्लीज बैठे, प्लीज बैठना चाहते
इसीलिए
हैं।
आपके प्रधानमंत्री मणिपुर में नहीं जा सकते हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने
प्लीज
देश की हत्या की है। मणिपुर में हिंदुस्तान की हत्या की है, भारत माता की हत्या की है। मणिपुर के लोगों के दिल में अपनी मां की हत्या की बात कर रहा हूं। मैं मणिपुर में अपनी मां की हत्या की बात कर रहा हूं। मैं आदर से बोल रहा हूं। आपने मेरी मां की हत्या की मणिपुर में। एक मेरी मां यहां बैठी है, दूसरी मां को आपने मणिपुर में मारा है। और हर रोज जब तक आप हिंसा को बंद नहीं करोगे, तब तक आप मेरी मां की हत्या कर रहे हो। हिंदुस्तान की सेना मणिपुर में एक दिन में शांति ला सकती है। हिंदुस्तान की सेना का आप प्रयोग नहीं कर रहे हो, क्योंकि आप हिंदुस्तान को मणिपुर में मारना चाहते हो। तो अगर नरेंद्र मोदी जी हिंदुस्तान की आवाज नहीं सुनते हैं, अगर हिंदुस्तान के दिल की आवाज नहीं सुनते हैं, तो किसकी आवाज सुनते हैं? तो दो लोगों की आवाज सुनते हैं। रावण दो लोगों की सुनता था। रावण दो लोगों की सुनता था, मेघनाथ और कुंभकर्ण। वैसे ही नरेंद्र मोदी दो लोगों की सुनते हैं, अमित शाह और अडानी। भाई और बहनों, लंका को हनुमान ने नहीं जलाया था, लंका को रावण के अहंकार ने जलाया था।
प्लीज माननीय सदस्य, आप संयमित बोले। आप ये सदन है, आप तरीके से बोलिए। माननीय
राम
सदस्य,
ने रावण को नहीं मारा था, रावण के अहंकार ने रावण को मारा था। आप पूरे देश में केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो, पूरे देश में आप केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो। आपने मणिपुर में केरोसिन फेंकी और फिर चिंगारी लगा दी। अब आप हरियाणा में कर रहे हो, पूरे देश को आप जलाने में लगे हो। आप पूरे देश में भारत माता की हत्या कर रहे हो।
Strong, angry words from Rahul Gandhi, factual, hard-hitting response from Amit Shah. Who's won the round, Amit Shah or Rahul Gandhi? Who won round two? That's the second day of the no confidence motion. Was this a knockout punch from the Congress as they hoped, or another opportunity lost? That's the questions we're going to raise. Joining us first on our face-off are Shehzad Poonawalla, the BJP's evergreen spokesperson, and Jyoti Mani Senimalai, the Congress MP. Appreciate your joining us, Jyoti Mani. Let's get this straight. Jyoti Mani, there is a belief that Rahul Gandhi was extremely angry today, used even an analogy likening the Prime Minister to Ravan, saying Bharat Mata has been divided. Was it sound and fury more than facts? What was Rahul Gandhi, in your view, trying to convey, and why do you think he won this round?
Every word he has spoken in the parliament has fact and truth. He himself went to Manipur and have seen what happening over there. Rajdeep, it's reflecting my...
Okay, we'll have it. If you can...
Rajdeep, there is some issue with the audio, it's reflecting.
We'll try and work out on your audio. But can you hear me now? Go on.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Please go ahead now.
Yeah. So he has seen in his eye, he has seen what happened in Manipur in front of his eyes. I also went with him. People cried to him. People hugged him. He has seen the pain in his heart. Today he explained in the parliament that how a mother whose son in front of her eyes been shot dead, the unfortunate mother has to spend a whole night with the dead body of the son. You just think about the pain of that mother. You don't need to be a political leader, you don't need to be a prime minister or home minister or chief minister to realize this pain. But this government, Narendra Modi's government and Biren Singh government in Manipur, they are not ready to listen to the pain of the people. That is the main problem. Second thing, as Rahulji rightly said, this government would have been heartful. This government would have been seriously cared about the people of this Manipur, people of this India. They could have stopped the violence in no time, but they don't want to respond to it because, as Rahulji rightly said, they throw kerosene across Manipur, and now they are doing it in Haryana. They will do across India. That's what Rahulji cares about it. See, Rahulji is not angry. He is agonized when he spoke in the parliament. When a state is born, a prime minister of this country do not want to utter a single word on Manipur. Can't he appeal for a peace? Can't he give an assurance as the Prime Minister of this country, I am in charge of this state, I will take care of you, please, I appeal for a peace, trust me? Why can't he say this? That's what opposition, the India bloc, is asking in the parliament, that please come to the parliament and appeal through the forum of the parliament and assure the people of Manipur he will bring peace. You see that video has been gone viral, how women been stripped naked and paraded and gang raped, and Prime Minister involved in a water boundary. That's not about which state, what happening to one. Wherever it happening to one is wrong. Rahul Gandhi ji put forward all the facts in the parliament. He is not angry. He is agonized. That's the fact. But what Home Minister Amit Shah's reply to Rahul Gandhi question is not fact. It's not substance. It's all bloody lies.
All bloody lies you're saying, and you're saying Rahul Gandhi was agonized, not angry. Shehzad Poonawalla, respond to what you're hearing, because Amit Shah gave a factual response from a central point of view, but refused to accept accountability. No accountability for Biren Singh's failing and no accountability for Home Minister's failings. It was factual, but it was also shirking responsibility, and some would say not showing enough empathy. People have died, more than 150 have died. Where was the empathy? So if Rahul Gandhi was missing in terms of hard facts, Amit Shah perhaps was missing in terms of accountability and empathy. Your response?
Rajdeep, I heard the Honourable MP and you, and I did not utter a single word. So I hope in my opening statement, I'm given 1 minute to make my opening statement. I can understand the pain that Rahul's 13th attempt at the relaunch has now been excruciatingly difficult for his lieutenants nannies to watch. And therefore, I have certain questions to ask factually. You're talking about pain and empathy. Rajdeep, you were an important reporter. 1993, 200 people died. Not a single visit by the HM. A statement was laid by the MOS. Where was the bloody empathy? 1997, 352 dead, 13,000 displaced from June 97 to September 98. That's how long the Manipur violence went on. Where was the bloody empathy and the pain? 2011, 123 days, Bandh continued, Supreme Court had to intervene, longest blockade, petrol was sold at 2,000 rupees a litre. Where was the bloody empathy by the Congress party? This is not whataboutery. This is showing a fact and a mirror of accountability what has happened in the last 9 years. Yes.
It is what about
Rajdeep,
this is about 2023.
I did not interrupt anybody.
Please go ahead.
Thank you. In the last 9 years, compared to the 9 years before, 772 deaths, today 150 deaths. And those deaths have taken place after the High Court order came. Before that, 2022, here's the India Today report, the deaths had come down to 2 civilian deaths. This is not whataboutery, these are facts. Face them. After that, between 2004 to 13, 4,763 incidents. Today, 1,600 insurgency incidents. The Northeast has seen 81% drop in civilian deaths. The Bruriang Accord, Assam-Bodo Accord, Assam-Meghalaya dispute has been solved. A whole range of accords like Karbi Anglong, which were pending from 70 years, 60 years, have been signed. Yes, this Manipur incident has happened. But Rajdeep, I want to ask you a question today. Rajdeep, you put out 2 tweets today. First, you said, after the honourable MPs raised an issue about the flying kiss in Parliament, that what a disgrace in a sense that parliamentary debates should be known for content and not for delivery. And not for content and delivery, not for theatrics. That's what you said, right? But then, in the next tweet that you said, simple question, why is it that Sunset TV kept cutting away from the speaker to the speaker when Rahul Gandhi had a punchline and focused on the chair instead? Was Rahul Gandhi there to deliver punchlines? You yourself have tweeted that Rahul Gandhi was giving punchline after punchline while the cameras not focused on him. You contradicted yourself. Is it a platform for theatrics or is it a platform for content?
No, the flying kiss controversy, according to me, is pure diversion. It has nothing to do with the substance of debate. First of all, let's be very clear. No one has seen that flying kiss, so I'm not going to. I asked you a question about accountability and empathy. You have not responded to that, Shehzad Poonawala. By citing what has happened when the Congress was in power, this government cannot avert its accountability. Amit Shah is the Home Minister. Biren Singh is the Chief Minister. Why was the Home Minister today defending the Chief Minister?
Now, Rajdeep,
Why was he defending the Chief Minister?
Thank you, Rajdeep. And I hope 30 seconds you won't interrupt me. You asked me questions about the accountability of Biren Singh. Mr. Amit Shah got up in Parliament and answered about all of those questions. But I want to ask you, Rajdeep, can you tell me how many resignations you demanded in 97 or 1993 or in 2011? Please tell me. Did you demand the resignation of the Chief Minister Okrame Bovi Singh in 2011?
Mr.
Achha, no, Rajdeep, do not interrupt. Rajdeep, I am continuing. You just said that I do not want theatrics, I want content in debates.
Yes.
I agree with you. Flying kiss should not be a controversy. Fair enough. Somebody's felt aggrieved. If you do a flying kiss on the streets, you will be booked. So somebody has taken that action. But tell me, how is it that when you tweet that why did the TV keep cutting away to the speaker when Rahul Gandhi had a punchline? Was Rahul Gandhi there for dialogue delivery or to raise an issue of importance? And if he was there to raise an issue of importance, why hasn't he quoted what his own government did? He said, for instance, you have the army. In 3 days, you can stop this. In 2011, why didn't they stop it in 3 days? Why is it that Rahul Gandhi doesn't come out and tell us now? Let me complete.
No, your time is up. No, Jyoti Mani must respond. I want equal time.
Can I ask Jyoti Mani one question?
Yeah, very quickly.
Today it was a no-confidence motion. The entire issues, you said all issues could be discussed under the sun. In the morning you said this.
Yes.
Jyoti Mani, Please tell me the statement you made on the Bhilwara tragedy where a woman was gang raped and put into the bhatti. Or tell me when your chief minister comes out and defends and says that rape cases are mostly fake. Or Shanti Dhariwal says that it's a Mardo ka Pradesh, it can happen. Malda, 2 women were stripped. They were Adivasi women. Mamta Banerjee called it fake. And Shashi Panja said, kitna kapda nikla. If you are on the issue of women,
Rajdeep.
then where is your outrage on this?
Okay.
Please tell us, Jyoti Mani.
Jyoti Mani, you're being accused of selective outrage. Go ahead.
Rajdeep, give me equal time.
Yes, yes.
See, Northeast is always a very sensitive and complex part of India. In the past, a Congress party has made so much effort, even sacrificing our party's own interest in places like Mizoram, be able to bring a peace in Northeast. Never in the past, the government of the day, either in the union government or in the state government, we never accused of part of the conspiracy. None other than BJP MLAs in Manipur accusing Mr. Biden, accusing the state government and its machinery be part of this complete ravage. And they are accusing the Prime Minister not meeting the BJP MLAs themselves, and he is not responding to the pain of the people. None other than BJP MLA says this. Nowhere in the past, either the state government or the union government has accused. Never the Prime Minister of the day, Congress Prime Ministers, never refused to speak on Manipur. They have empathetic, they have ready to speak in the parliament. They never took sides. They always tried their best to bring the peace and
But ma'am, what you cannot, ma'am, but ma'am, what you cannot also, ma'am, what you cannot also disagree is that over the last 9 years, there has been relative peace in the Northeast. You cannot deny that. And there have been many more visits by the Prime Minister and senior ministers to the Northeast. So Manipur, yes, terrible that it is. Are we saying that the Modi government deliberately did it in some way? When Rahul Gandhi says, "Inka kaam hai kerosene dalna," is he saying that the burning has taken place of Bharat Mata by the BJP? That the BJP itself is responsible for it? Amit Shah says it's a court verdict.
I'll like to correct you. There is Assam and Meghalaya. There is a border dispute. It was bond. You should not forget about that. Meghalaya police and Assam police fought each other despite being a BJP government in Assam and BJP in alliance government in Manipur. That's the stories and everything is right is not correct. Secondly, Rahulji rightly accused the Narendra Modi government because the government of the day is witnessing this pain and the agony of the people. It's completely burned. Why Rahul Gandhi wanted to go by the road is actually the both sides of the roads were burned, houses were burned, vehicle was burned, people were burned, people were beheaded. Can you see anywhere in the government, both the communities have lost faith in the Mr. Biden? Why the government of the day, why the Prime Minister, why the Home Minister? Home Minister is shamelessly in the floor of the parliament defending Biden, and they are unable to sack him because both the community, entire Manipur, irrespective of the community, lost hope in the Biden's government because Biden is accused of part of the conspiracy. Okay. Because of Biden's inability, because of Biden's silence, because of Biden's words against communities when the situation is
saying the Home Minister
actually creating the more violence.
You're saying the Home Minister
silence agree with Biden. That's not our charge.
Okay, you're saying the Home Minister has been complicit because he has failed to act against Biren Singh, the Chief Minister. I asked you accountability and empathy. I did a story 2 weeks ago on a Manipur. Just a minute, ma'am. Ma'am, 1 minute. 1 minute, ma'am. I did a story 2 weeks ago on a Manipur MLA who today is grievously injured, a Kuki MLA. He's recovering, virtually paralyzed in Delhi. No BJP minister, senior minister, whether Amit Shah or Prime Minister Modi has gone to see him. That comes to empathy. Accountability. Who is going to be sacked? Are you telling me, Shehzad Poonawalla, that Manipur will go through this entire terrible 2 months with no political accountability? Is the executive not accountable? The two questions that where Mr. Shah may have failed are empathy and accountability, just as the Congress may have to answer for what they did when they were in power. Your response?
After Jyoti speaks, you make a 1.5 minute question and then you interrupt me in 30 seconds. Don't interrupt me in 30 seconds. I'll answer both of you.
Please
no
answer.
problem. But don't interrupt me for 45 seconds. I request you. You said you did a story on the BJP MLA, right? Did you do a story on this Congress MLA who said that last 3 years no rape case has been filed against a sitting minister's son?
You're looking at Divya Maderna's story, you're looking
Yes
at
or no?
Rajasthan.
I
Every
don't
time I
intervene in
ask
my
you,
time.
why is it that every time I
Rajdeep,
ask you about Manipur, you speak about Rajasthan?
You will let me answer.
Okay, I want you to answer
45
this.
seconds you promised me. no?
Why are you
for 3
comparing
minutes.
one rape with another? or
Viewers
one-
should note, she spoke for 3 minutes. Rajdeep's question was for 1.5 minutes. I'm interrupted in 20 seconds.
Okay, go ahead.
Viewers do note.
Okay,
and do
note.
tweet about it also.
Okay, please.
May I continue?
Yes.
Jyotimani just now said Northeast is complex. That means it has a history of 50, 60 years. She said we have never blamed anybody, the Prime Minister, etc. Rahul Gandhi, 20th July. Ideology of RSS, BJP has set Manipur on fire. So where was the RSS in 1950 when this issue was happening? Where was the RSS BJP in 1960 when this issue was happening? And if you had all the solutions, Rahul Gandhi has all the solutions to all the problems his family has created, why didn't he just solve this? You had one Chhatra rule in Northeast and in the center for decades, Jyotimani. Why didn't you do it? You should have solved it. If we were so incompetent, you would have solved all the problems, given all the infrastructure and development to the Northeast, connected it to the mainstream. You would never have had the BJP come in. Now, Rajdeep Bashi interrupting.
Finish.
Let me complete.
Go ahead.
Yeah. You know, now sack Biren Singh. All right, let's sack Biren Singh. I will completely agree with you. But ma'am, Jyotimani ji, and I'm not asking this of Rajdeep. In 1993, when 200 deaths took place and you had central and state government, whom did you sack? Forget sacking. Did the PM make a statement in the House? Forget PM. Did the HM go to the state? 2011, 123 days. Whom did you sack? In 1997, 352 dead, 13,000 displaced. June 97 to September 1998. This goes on, the violence. Who did you sack? Statement in the House. Did the PM speak, Jyotimani? It was IK Gujral, UF government supported by him. Did you speak? Did the Congress party issue a statement? Don't sit here and lecture us. And Rajdeep,
So
finally.
can I ask you this? Is the principal argument that you're making that the Congress cannot take the moral high ground on Manipur because of its own track record of not acting against its chief ministers when it has been in power in the Northeast? Is that the broad argument you're making? Am I correct?
No. What the broad argument I'm making is, Rajdeep, that the Home Minister has ensured that the DGP Chief Secretary is changed, Security Advisor is sent, he is the chair of the Unified Command. In the last few days, we have seen 1,100 FIRs, 14,000 arrested, people have got all their compensations, deliveries are being ensured to ensure that the essentials are not blocked in any way. I want to know from the Congress party, since they have run governments, not Rajdeep Sardesai, what locus standi do they have to even ask this question today? And madam, if women are important, then answer two questions. For the last 10 days, you did not allow parliament to function because you said PM should speak, then Manipur should, on Manipur, and then everything else should happen. Why did you make a change for it in Delhi Services Bill? What was so important? Delhi Services, that you said, no, for Delhi Services, hum shanti se baith jayenge. Now let it go on. But Manipur pe pehle PM bola, 9 days you interrupted parliament. And please tell me, madam, if Manipur is so important and women are so important, then what is the statement you made on Rajendra Guda raising in the assembly that Rajasthan has become most unsafe for women?
Okay.
You sacked him overnight.
Your time is up. She must now answer. You know, the constant question being asked from the BJP is A, the Congress's own track record when they were in power in Manipur, and B, that when it comes to rapes that take place, according to the BJP, in Congress ruled states, Rajasthan is being given as the example. Where is Jyotimani? Where is that anger? Where is the outrage? That's what is their constant line.
Rajdeep, I already answered the one part of the question. When Congress party was in power, never the Congress chief minister in the state, nor the Prime Minister in the union government, never accused of siding with anybody, never accused of part of the violence. So that is the difference. That is why then opposition parties never demanded any statement from the Prime Minister. And also never in the history of Indian independence, not a single Prime Minister has afraid to come to Parliament and hiding away from the Parliament, and opposition in a position to move a no confidence motion just to get the Prime Minister to the Parliament to speak on Manipur. So it's never happened.
What about the second part? Why aren't you raising your voice on Congress ruled states when there are atrocities against women?
See, we are raising the voice, whether it's a woman or not a woman, wherever the atrocities, sexual violence, rape happened against women, we as a citizens, we as a human being has to raise our voice. We are continuously raising our voice. Rajasthan government within 3 days act against the rapist who's been allegedly have a APVP, BJP's youth wing link. Which the Rajasthan government has acted immediately, unlike the Bahrain government, unlike the union government who shamelessly support the Bahrain government in Manipur. Till the video has come, it become a viral, it's broke everybody's heart, not only in India, across the world. Supreme Court came down heavily on them, then only they have filed an FIR. What they have done, there is a huge difference. Sexual violence against women is happening. We do not want to politicize whether it is a Manipur, whether it is a Rajasthan, whether it is a Madhya Pradesh. This is beyond political parties. But I would like to quote Supreme Court, especially what CJI, Honorable CJI has said. The women bodies cannot be a platform to perpetrate violence. That's what happening in Manipur.
Okay.
You cannot separate the rape and the humiliation and the sexual violence Manipur woman goes through and the violence happening in Manipur. You cannot differentiate. The silence of the Prime Minister, the silence of the Home Minister, silent. And the accusation made against the Bahrain, who is part of this violence, is something is really heartbreaking, really painful.
Okay,
that is why Rahul Gandhi ji today said in the parliament, you throwing kerosene on Manipur, you kill the Bharat Mata, you kill the India. That's what we concern more about.
Okay, so he, you know, just as we've heard the base of your, the nub of the Congress's argument is the BJP is running away from accountability. The Prime Minister has to be forced to come to speak in Parliament as a result of a no confidence motion. The Home Minister, according to them, hasn't made enough effort to ensure accountability, particularly of the Chief Minister. They believe Biren Singh should have been sacked weeks ago. His non-sacking means the Kuki-Meitei divide remains, and that's why, according to Rahul Gandhi, Bharat Mata has been divided. You have split the Kukis and the Meiteis in a manner that, according to the Congress, has never happened before. Your final word, Bharat Mata, according to Rahul Gandhi, has been murdered. The Prime Minister has been likened to Ravan, where he says he has only two friends, Amit Shah and Adani. Your final word.
Thank you. First of all, I don't understand that not once did you interrupt, like you keep interrupting me, when she has the gall to say after 93, 97, 2011, that no, during our situation, nobody demanded the Prime Minister or any accountability from anybody, and therefore we never even laid a statement on the 1997 issue. Not once did you interject her.
No, she says, one minute.
Again you interjected me.
One minute, what
do
she
you
said?
have to interject
Do not
me
misinform
after
what
3
she
minutes
said.
of her
She said,
and 1 minute of you
She said the Chief Minister did not play partisan politics. Your response. She says she did
How
not.
many seconds before you interrupt me?
Ma'am, just
How
a
many
minute.
seconds before you interrupt me?
I'm giving you one.
How many seconds
I'm
before
giving
you
you 1 minute uninterrupted. Go ahead.
Thank you. It's great. 93 people die, 97 people die, 2011 people die. Nobody in the media asked them questions. She said nobody demanded accountability because we are doing a fantastic job. Therefore, it kept happening again. And Rajdeep asks me, but does not ask her, that madam, is this the stand you're taking? Please, Jyotimani, I have not spoken in front between you. Secondly, revenge rape was used
Ma'am, just a minute. Ma'am, just a minute. I asked you a question.
Again, you have interrupted
No,
after
because you're
taking
not
her
answering
cue.
my question.
I will answer in the
I
time
asked you a question.
You have to be patient like you're patient with her.
I asked you a question and I
Rajdeep,
will ask you
everyone
for the
is
last
watching.
time before we end.
Rajdeep,
According
everyone
to
is
the
watching.
opposition, the
Rajdeep,
Prime Minister
you will get
has
the
not
answer
been
at the end
accountable.
of 1 minute.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you. You'll get the answer at the end of 1 minute.
You must finish your time because I have to move on.
Yes, you didn't have to move on when you were giving her a luxurious amount of time.
Go ahead.
Rajdeep, she has the gall to say that in 2021, when revenge rape was used against 21 women and the High Court of West Bengal and the Supreme Court took cognizance against the rapes that took place, at that time women were dehumanized and those affidavits are in court, the cases are on. Not one line was said by Rahul Gandhi on this. And she's saying we've stood up for all these issues. Then why haven't you stood up on what Divya Maderna said? This is an issue where a Dalit woman was raped in front of her husband. The police tried to suppress the case. Here is the... Because Rajdeep may have not done a story on this, but it had happened. Here is where women were stripped in Barmer once again just a few days ago. This is a story where the Chief Minister says 50% rape cases are fake. What is the stand that ladki hu lad sakti hu wali Priyanka Vada took?
You have 30 seconds to answer my question.
I am answering.
The Prime Minister's
I know how many
silence.
seconds it takes to answer your question.
You've got 30 seconds.
Dhariwal says...
Your time starts now.
Shanti Dhariwal says...
30 seconds, your time starts now.
Shanti Dhariwal
says... The Congress's principal argument is the Prime Minister has not been made accountable for Manipur. He has not spoken out on on it, and the Home Minister not making the Chief Minister accountable? Quick answer.
Shanti Dhariwal says मर्दों का प्रदेश है, बलात्कार होता रहेगा. What accountability did you ask of the Congress? And here is when two women were stripped.
20 seconds left. 20 seconds left.
I understand
The
your
principal argument of the opposition is not being answered
Rajdeep,
by you.
people are watching tonight.
I am asking
Rajdeep,
you.
people are watching tonight.
You're not
that when
answering.
I will answer your question, but I will not be interrupted and heckled by you.
No, you've got 20 seconds.
Yes, I will answer. The time I'm trying to show the Congress a mirror, she took a moral high ground. You did not interrupt her once. I am showing her a mirror. You interrupt me 5 times. Now coming to your question, Rajdeep Sardesai, if you are demanding accountability of the Chief Minister, please tell me, will you have the same standard for Mamta Banerjee and for Ashok Gehlot? Or you have a special standard only for BJP CMs? Here is a minister who said, "Kitna kapda nikla." Here is a Mamta Banerjee who says that the stripping of those Adivasi women have not taken place. She called Park Street rape case fake.
Okay.
She called the rape case in Nadiad fake. Rajdeep Sardesai, when she called Nadiad rape case fake and said it was a
Rajdeep,
love
you
affair
won't
gone
get
by,
answer
please tell me,
either
did
in
you demand
Parliament or in
resignation?
studios.
Or did you
We are
demand
not getting
resignation when
any
Ashok
answer.
Gehlot said 50% rape cases are fake? Please tell me.
I think-
Has Biren Singh made such a statement? Has Biren Singh made such a statement?
Okay, so you are saying Biren Singh is not accountable. That's the view of the BJP.
I
It
am
is
saying
unfair
hold
to
the
hold
same
him
standard
accountable.
for
The same
Ashok Gehlot
standard
and for
must be
Biren.
held, he says, for Ashok Gehlot, Mamta Banerjee and others. That's the answer that the BJP is given. We've heard the Congress's also answer, saying that they believe that the government of the day has not been accountable. Who won the debate? You decide, Shehzad or Jyoti Mani. Let's turn from there to the other big face-off that took place in Parliament between Smriti Irani and Rahul Gandhi. Listen into that, and then we'll tell you from our analysts what really happened. Take a look.
हमारी जनता की आवाज है, दिल की आवाज है। उस आवाज की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। इसका मतलब भारत माता की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। मारा आपने मणिपुर के लोगों को मारकर भारत की हत्या की है। आप देशद्रोही हो, आप देशभक्त नहीं हो, आप देश प्रेमी नहीं हो, आप देशद्रोही हो। आपने देश की हत्या मणिपुर में की।
कांग्रेस पार्टी के एक नेता ने कश्मीर में रेफरेंडम की बात की। अगर हिम्मत है गांधी खानदान में, तो इस सदन में और इस देश को बताए कि कश्मीर को देश से हटाने की साजिश में कांग्रेस के उस नेता का वक्तव्य क्यों है? यू आर नॉट इंडिया because you define corruption in India. You are not India because you define incompetence. You are not India.
रावण दो लोगों की सुनता था। रावण दो लोगों की सुनता था, मेघनाथ और कुंभकर्ण। वैसे ही नरेंद्र मोदी दो लोगों की सुनते हैं, अमित शाह और अडानी। भाई और बहनों, लंका को हनुमान ने नहीं जलाया था, लंका को रावण के अहंकार ने जलाया था।
प्लीज माननीय सदस्य, आप संयमित बोले। आप ये सदन है, आप तरीके से बोलिए माननीय
राम
सदस्य।
ने रावण को नहीं मारा था, रावण के अहंकार ने रावण को मारा था। आप पूरे देश में केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो, पूरे देश में आप केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो। आपने मणिपुर में केरोसिन फेंकी और फिर चिंगारी लगा दी। अब आप हरियाणा में कर रहे हो, पूरे देश को आप जलाने में लगे हो। आप पूरे देश में भारत माता की हत्या कर रहे हो।
मणिपुर पे चर्चा करने के लिए बार बार पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स मंत्री ने गुहार लगाई। बार बार देश के गृह मंत्री ने कहा, हमारे श्रद्धेय राजनाथ जी ने भी कहा कि आप मणिपुर पे सदन पर चर्चा कीजिए, हम चर्चा के लिए तैयार हैं, भागे ये हम नहीं, भागे ये और हम नहीं। और भागने के पीछे कारण क्या? क्योंकि गृह मंत्री जब बोलने लगेंगे, परतें जब खुलने लगेंगी, तब ये मौन साध लेंगे। मौन मुद्रा का उल्लेख हुआ था, मौन थे ये लोग कई चीजों पर और आज भी हैं।
So how is this face-off in Parliament being seen by political observers? Joining me now, Ashugato Srinivas Raju, author Strange Burdens, The Politics and Predicaments of Rahul Gandhi, a new book. Rajat Sethi, political commentator who's also worked closely with Biren Singh. Rahul Verma, fellow Center for Policy Research, is also with us. Let me come to each of you to give us what you think this debate has all been about. Do you believe, Shugato, that this debate was about Rahul Gandhi being relaunched in a way by the Congress, making him the mascot of the opposition? And to that extent, was this a missed opportunity, or has the Congress party succeeded?
Thank you, Rajdeep. I thought it would be a great relaunch for Rahul Gandhi, but I think I was mildly disappointed. And I also have an eerie feeling that he may have blown it up. See, the structure of his speeches, you just played the clips from what happened this morning. The structure of his speeches have not changed since 2004 at all. So he tries to mix the personal and the political in a very strange way, and that does not seem to work. And if you, listen to what he spoke today, for the first 19 minutes, he was speaking about his lessons of self-transformation and self-awareness. And I think there was a certain kind of exigency there in the Lok Sabha today when he was speaking. And he was not addressing that. He was speaking about how his arrogance was tamed. And he was doing a lot of self-analysis. All of that is good. The fact that he looks into himself quite diligently is very good. But then the question that remains is that political and does that sort of counter the BJP effectively? So, I have my doubts.
So you think it's a lost opportunity? In your view, it's a lost opportunity?
Yes, I thought it's a lost opportunity. He should have been a little more structured, little more prepared. And, he has to, when he's speaking in the parliament, he cannot be, speaking like he is addressing a bunch of youngsters in a college auditorium.
Right.
There is a certain kind of context there, and you don't take 19 minutes to come to the subject.
In a way, Rahul Verma, that's a criticism many of us have made through the day, that Rahul Gandhi's speech seemed to lack gravitas. That there's a sense that Rahul Gandhi could have used this opportunity to target the government point by point on a variety of issues. He went into his personal journey over Bharat Jodo Yatra for the first 20 minutes. This is a no-confidence motion. This wasn't about Rahul Gandhi's personal journey. This should have been about his critique of the Modi government. Do you also agree this was a lost opportunity?
Yes, and I agree with Subhita's point on that he spent too much time on lessons of his transformation rather than critiquing the government. And I think even his critique and the snippets you played, it seems he was a bit agitated in his speech. And I can understand his agitation. But when you are in the parliament, I think he should have been much more prepared. He should have data with him to back some of his claims. He should have been, using some of the things that government did or not did during the Manipur crisis. And so there should have been a structure to his debate. He should have raised that I have 10 questions for the government, and I hope either the Home Minister or the Prime Minister would reply to my 10 questions. So he should have been much more pointed in his speech. Second, I think he, in his hyperbole of comparing Modi to Raman, and then basically saying, "Aap desh drohi ho, aapne Bharat Mata ki hatya ki hai." I can understand some of the emotional outbursts, but my fear is that many of these things will boomerang. Some of it boomerang today, when Smriti Irani and Amit Shah spoke, and when Prime Minister will speak tomorrow. He will not have the time limitation as Prime Minister is replying to a motion of no confidence. And you will see that PM will basically pick and choose what he wants to speak. And this is where I don't understand what is, Congress party or or the opposition's obsession to basically ask that we only want to listen to the Prime Minister on this question. I can understand from a political viewpoint that you need to hold the leader of the country accountable on questions. but you can't force him to speak what you want him to speak.
Okay.
He will tomorrow choose the topics that he wants to speak. And that may be a serious tactical blunder that the opposition has committed.
But is there, Rajat Sethi, also a sense that Rahul Gandhi may be unstructured, but in his own small way seems to get under the skin of the BJP? You see, whether he uses this Bharat Mata being divided, whether he uses the Ravan analogy, somewhere Rahul Gandhi gets under the skin of the BJP like no other leader gets. To that extent, would you agree that he managed to do that today, or do you also agree with the other two guests that it was a totally missed opportunity, that the BJP has nothing to worry about?
See, Rajdeep, there has to be a continuity of emotions. When you have such an emotional, downpour inside the parliament, at least carry that emotion when you are walking out after your speech. Look at what he did. He was saying that my mother has died. He referred to Mother India and said ki Bharat Maa mar gayi Manipur mein. And 2 minutes after that, he is giving thumbs up to his fellow congressmen sitting besides him, everybody patting his back as if it was a debating competition, and he has just, scored some brownie points in the debating competition, and he just stormed out of the house. He did not even have the patience to, to basically carry that emotions that he wanted to, to exude in that parliament and try and say that he is very, very serious about it. He had no serious suggestion as a responsible parliamentarian. He could have used this opportunity to recast himself and said that, okay, I have been to Manipur, I bring 5 suggestions to the table. Does the BJP have the guts to accept those 5 suggestions? He had not done his homework. Perhaps he wasn't even thinking that he's going to get a chance to speak in the parliament this session. Perhaps his lack of preparations means that. And this could have been an opportunity to recast himself. Look at what he was saying and what Gaurav Gogoi and all were saying. 2 Manipurs have been created. I mean, had he done a little bit of research, he would have realized that it was his grandmother who introduced Article 371 ABC. That was where the Hill Area Committee, a state within a state, was created by the Constitution itself. Right. There are so many structural issues which he could have said that, okay, are we looking at Article 371 is something where he could have presented before the public, before the 2024 election, that I am here to mean business. I'm here to solve some of the India's complex problems, and I have the roadmap. Remember, in 2013, it was Prime Minister who used to come out, the then Chief Minister of Gujarat used to come out with solutions to every problems. Having a constructive position is what is the need of the hour. And that is where the void carries on 10 years hence.
Okay, that's interesting the way you put it, because, Shogato, you've analyzed Rahul Gandhi's career now over 20 years. Is that part of the problem? That Rahul Gandhi is unable to provide that gravitas of providing a roadmap, of providing constructive solutions to these complex issues, rather than seeing them in black and white and looking for the enemy, usually the BJP, the RSS. Maybe if he provided those solutions and those solutions were seen as very different from what the government is doing, he might, attract non-Congress voters. Has Rahul Gandhi been unable to do that, attract voters outside his echo chambers?
Rajdeep, the biggest problem with Rahul Gandhi or the Congress strategy since 2014 or even earlier has been that they don't have a cultural argument, and the BJP is all the time making a cultural argument. So they are fighting the BJP's cannons with bows and arrows. That is the kind of, that may not be the right analogy, but that's what says it all, And the other thing is, see, today he was mixing mythology there, culturally how he gets it wrong, which gets played out by which sort of is picked up by the BJP and played out in the corners of India in a very different way. And it also sort of chases away some of his allies. See, this whole Ravan issue that he picked, the South looks at Ravan very, very differently. His own DMK allies look at Ravan very, very differently. But he made Ravan completely a black character. And Ravan is not a black character when you go down south. So these are, he sort of, uses mythology also in a very faulty manner. And that is because he does not seem to have a cultural argument or a cultural nuance to blend with his political arguments. See, he's all the time making constitutional statements without realizing that the BJP is putting forward a civilizational argument and a cultural argument. And that has been his major problem. See, he from 2004 on, he has, I told you earlier that the structure of his speeches have not changed. So you can say he has either learned nothing or he is very, very consistent.
Rahul Verma, how does this play out politically, given, the fact that this was probably the last big debate we are going to see in Parliament before the 2024 election? The Prime Minister, of course, will speak tomorrow. Does this, in a way, reveal the limitations of the opposition that still continues, many of them, all their eggs in Rahul Gandhi's basket, that Rahul Gandhi may actually be much better when he's outside Parliament talking to common citizens? Then he comes across as more human. Should the Congress focus on that side of Rahul Gandhi instead of making this a battle constantly, Rahul versus Modi or Rahul versus Amit Shah, as it became today?
Absolutely, Rajdeep, I completely agree with you. I think Rahul Gandhi and Congress party has to take a decision and define the role of Rahul Gandhi in the run-up to 2024. Is Rahul Gandhi going to be the chief ideologue of the party? Is he going to be the main mobilizer of the party? Or is he going to involve himself in the everyday affairs of the Congress party and do organizational nitty-gritty work? I think on the third question, the everyday nitty-gritties and organizational work, he has not been able to do well, right? And there has been accusation even by his own colleagues. Remember the G23 letter, that he's inaccessible. There are charges of him being, entitled. Where Rahul Gandhi has shown a bit of grit and determination is in the area of mass mobilization, especially in last 1 year. I think during the Bharat Jodo Yatra, he seemed much more consistent in what he was saying. Of course, there are going to be questions on, he was talking much more in ideologically abstract terms. But I think if he continues to just go and meet people and try to understand their issues and then articulate them in a manner where the party can bridge that mass connect gap, I think that's where Rahul Gandhi's contribution has to be. If he tries to play center stage, if he tries to pitch it a Modi versus Rahul battle, I think the time for 2020, I don't think they have enough time to be able to mount that kind of challenge in the run-up to 2024. And so the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi has to quickly take a decision what his role is going to be.
Okay. I think that's an interesting observation again. We've had lots of interesting insight. Rajat Sethi, let me give you 30 seconds. Your sense, Amit Shah versus Rahul Gandhi, are you saying it was a one-sided battle?
Well, it was intended it would be Amit Shah versus Rahul Gandhi, but it turned out to be Rahul Gandhi versus Smriti Irani. And some of, the gravitas question that you bring to the table, I don't know why that gesture of a flying kiss came out. It was inadvertent or was it, deliberate? I don't know that. But look at one callous sort of a behavior lacking gravitas has been taken away by BJP, and BJP is running the show. I mean, look at
nobody's seen it. I must be fair, no one has seen this flying kiss. More importantly, many of these women MPs, to be fair, should have been screaming and shouting when they saw those images in Manipur instead of focusing on a flying kiss. But that's another matter.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you have that demeanor of being a serious politician where the pain has a continuity beyond those speech minutes, then this flying kiss would have never come out in the first place.
Okay.
He was also walking back, which the cameras didn't pick. I was in the gallery, and I can tell you he was also bidding flying kisses goodbye to all of his members of parliament on the Congress side, on the opposition benches.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
if you have to be serious, you will finish your competition just at the level of a union minister. You wouldn't even be seen as somebody competing with the prime minister or with the home minister.
Okay.
You're not even at that stature right now. And I think that's where he has to put in a lot of serious efforts into.
Okay, let's leave it there, Rajat Sethi. We've heard lots of voices, as I said today. I appreciate my guests joining us. Who won this battle? Personally, I thought Amit Shah today was factual, but perhaps could have taken greater accountability for what went wrong in Manipur. Rahul Gandhi needed to get more serious in terms of gravitas. Empathy alone is not enough, particularly when the empathy seems to be laced with so much anger. Just one final thought and a nagging concern is that of the way Sansad TV functions. This is supposed to be a television channel set up by taxpayers' money. You're supposed to ensure a level playing field when we have a debate like this. You've got to show the opposition when it intervenes and speaks, and you've got to show the government when it speaks. You cannot have the cameras focused on the government when they speak, but when the opposition speaks, the camera seems to drift towards the speaker. We want a level playing field. That's what democracy and the temple of democracy, Parliament, is supposed to be about. The rest, I leave to viewers to judge. Thanks for watching. Stay well, stay safe. Good night, Shubhratri, Jai Hind, Namaskar.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 39 and minimum 28 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 33 and minimum 26 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 30 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 23 degrees.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 39 and minimum 28 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 33 and minimum 26 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 30 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 23 degrees. Good evening, viewers. Let's take a look at the weather report across the major cities this evening. Thiruvananthapuram is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 50. Mumbai is at 31 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 49. Panji is at 29 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 45. Ahmedabad is at 32 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 66. Bhopal is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 33. Jaipur is at 32 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 117. Delhi is at 35 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 124. Srinagar is at 31 degrees Celsius with AQI being 63. Lucknow is at 33 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 100. Patna is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 68. Kolkata is at 31 degrees with an AQI of 59. Hyderabad is at 31 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 36. Bangalore is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 27. Chennai is at 33 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 66. This is all we have for you in this segment. Hope wherever you are, you find favorable weather around you. Keep watching India Today for all the weather updates with me AI Sana all through the day.
Co-powered by the new Kia Seltos, the badass reborn. Co-powered by PolicyBazaar.com, हर family होगी insured. Extra safe, Polycab Green Wire.
भारत एक आवाज है। भारत माता की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। आप देशद्रोही हो, आप देशभक्त नहीं हो।
जो भारत की हत्या की बात पर कांग्रेस पार्टी ने ताली पीटी आज इस सदन में, इस बात का संकेत पूरे देश को दिया कि मन में गद्दारी किसकी है।
पूरे देश में आप केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो। आपने मणिपुर में केरोसिन फेंकी और फिर चिंगारी लगा दी। अब आप हरियाणा में कर रहे हो।
काश यहाँ पे आप जाके विधवा कॉलोनी में घूम लेते, जहाँ 1984 में आपने सिखों के ऊपर केरोसिन से गले में टायर से साड़ के वो औरतों को विधवा किया।
अरे भाई, मौन रखने वाले तो हार गए और वहां बैठ गए। हम तो बोलने वाले हैं, जवाब देने वाले हैं।
हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नहीं गए, आज तक नहीं गए, क्योंकि उनके लिए मणिपुर हिंदुस्तान नहीं है। इन्होंने खत्म किया है।
आगे ये हमने
आज अमृत काल चल रहा है, 75वां साल हो गया और आज भी हम वही एट्रोसिटीज को डिस्कस कर रहे हैं जो उस टाइम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं।
इसको पॉलिटिक्स कहते हैं।
ये तरीका ठीक नहीं है। लंका को हनुमान ने नहीं जलाया था, लंका को रावण के अहंकार ने जलाया था।
प्लीज माननीय सदस्य,
ये अविश्वास प्रस्ताव केवल और केवल भ्रांति खड़ा करने के लिए लाया गया है। ये प्रजा की इच्छाओं का प्रतिबिंब नहीं। शर्मनाक वीडियो आया, मैं इसके बारे में भी कहना चाहता हूँ। मान्यवर, ये वीडियो 4 मई के दिन की दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना है। दुनिया में किसी भी जगह पर, किसी भी स्थान पर किसी महिला के साथ, किसी युवा महिला के साथ इस तरह की घटना समाज के नाम पर धब्बा है। मान्यवर, इसका कोई समर्थन नहीं कर सकता, ना सदन कर सकता है, ना कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ना कर सकती, यहाँ की ना वहाँ की। मेरे मन में एक छोटा सा सवाल मेरे मन में तो नहीं आया, कुछ मीडिया के मित्र जो ऊपर बैठे हैं उन्होंने डाल दिया। उन्होंने मुझे पूछा कि अमित भाई, ये 4 मई का वीडियो संसद सत्र के एक दिन पहले ही क्यों आया? अगर किसी के पास वीडियो था तो वीडियो डीजीपी को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए? मानिए, किसी के पास वीडियो था तो पुलिस तंत्र को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए? उसको सार्वजनिक करना चाहिए क्या? वो महिला के सम्मान की तो सोचो ना जी। इंटेलिजेंस का सवाल नहीं था भाई, वहां उस वक्त इतने हुड़दंग में। एक मिनट इंटेलिजेंस के पास नहीं आया, मगर आपको देना चाहिए था या नहीं देना चाहिए था? आपको देना चाहिए था या नहीं देना चाहिए? हाँ, दादा का काम टीवी में बताने का है, दादा का काम। मान्यवर, फिर भी मैं टाइमिंग में ज्यादा नहीं जाना चाहता। सुनिए ना भाई, मैं टाइमिंग में ज्यादा जाना नहीं चाहता। मान्यवर, वीडियो किसी के पास भी था, मैं इन पर आरोप नहीं कर रहा हूं, किसी के पास भी था। अगर उसने डीजीपी को दे दिया होता तो 5 तारीख को ही पकड़ गए होते, क्योंकि जिस दिन वीडियो दिया उसी दिन वीडियो की कॉपी पर से हमने फेस आइडेंटिफिकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर का उपयोग करते हुए सरकारों के डेटा के साथ मिलान करते हुए 9 के 9 लोगों को अरेस्ट कर दिया और वो आज ट्रायल फेस कर रहे हैं जेल में। मैं आपके माध्यम से देश की जनता को कहना चाहता हूं, ये परिस्थिति जन्य नस्लीय हिंसा है, इसको राजनीति का मुद्दा नहीं बनाना चाहिए। और मान्यवर, 3, 4, 5 मैं पूरे देश को बताना चाहता हूं, इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने रात को 4 बजे भी मुझे फोन किया है और दूसरे दिन 6:30 बजे मुझे फोन से उठाया भी इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने, और ये कह रहे हैं मोदी जी ध्यान नहीं रख रहे। मान्यवर, 3 दिन तक लगातार हमने यहां से काम करने का काम किया, 16 वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस करी, 36,000 लोग सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस सीएपीएफ के वहां पहुंचाए, वायुसेना के विमानों का उपयोग किया, चीफ सेक्रेटरी बदल दिया गया, डीजीपी बदल दिया गया, सुरक्षा एडवाइजर भेज दिया गया, चीफ सेक्रेटरी भारत सरकार ने भेजा, डीजीपी भारत सरकार ने भेजा, सुरक्षा एडवाइजर भारत सरकार, ये सब 4 तारीख की शाम को समाप्त हो गया था। 3 को हिंसा हुई, 4 तारीख को समाप्त हो गया था। और ये कहते हैं 356 क्यों ना लगाया? 356 तब लगती है जब हिंसा के समय राज्य सरकार कोऑपरेट न करे। हमने डीजीपी बदल दिया, उन्होंने भारत सरकार के डीजीपी को स्वीकार कर लिया, हमने चीफ सेक्रेटरी बदल दिया, उन्होंने भारत सरकार के चीफ सेक्रेटरी भेजे हुए चीफ सेक्रेटरी को। मैं यही कह रहा हूं, समझ ना हो तो नहीं आएगी भी। सीएम तब बदलना पड़ता है जब कोऑपरेट न करे। ये सीएम कोऑपरेट कर रहा है, डीजीपी, सुरक्षा सलाहकार, ये सबको हमने बदला है। मान्यवर, बैठ जाओ यार, कृपया आप इतनी चिंता करो कि मैं आसाम पर न जाऊं। मान्यवर, यूपीए के शासन में वहां नाकाबंदी की जाती थी, ब्लॉकेट लगाए जाते थे। 1 साल में 139 दिन से 30 दिन तक का ब्लॉकेट रहा, 5 साल तक ब्लॉकेट लगे, और उस वक्त पेट्रोल के दाम 1200 रुपये तक पहुंचे थे। हमने 28 दिन में पूरा काम पूरा कर रेलवे को वहां पहुंचाया है और अबाधित रूप से आज सप्लाई वहां पर चालू है और दामों को बढ़ने नहीं दिया, अबाधित रूप से। और इतनी कठिन परिस्थिति थी कि कुकी एरिया में मतई ड्राइवर नहीं जा सकते थे, मतई एरिया में कुकी ड्राइवर नहीं जा सकते। हम आसाम से ट्रक भी लाए, ड्राइवर भी लाए, सेना को भी लगाए और जाकर दामों को हमने कंट्रोल करने का काम किया है। मान्यवर, मैं हिंसा की भी आंकड़े देना चाहता हूं। मैं क्यों कह रहा हूं कि आप राजनीति कर रहे हो, मैं लॉजिक के साथ कह रहा हूं। मान्यवर, अब तक 152 लोग मारे गए, इसमें कोई छुपाने की जरूरत नहीं है। ये सोशल मीडिया के ज़माने में छिप भी नहीं सकता है और हमारा स्वभाव भी छिपाने का नहीं है। मान्यवर, 152 लोग मारे गए, इसकी एनालिसिस क्या है? मई में 107 मारे गए, मई महीने में, आज हम अगस्त में, जून में 30 मारे गए, जुलाई में 15 मारे गए और अगस्त में अब तक 4 मारे गए। मान्यवर, मई में जो 107 मारे गए उसमें से 68 लोग 3, 4 और 5 में पहले 3 दिन में ही मारे गए। मैं इसके माध्यम से ये कहना चाहता हूं मान्यवर कि हिंसा धीरे धीरे कम हो रही है। हम हिंसा में की आग में तेल डालने का काम न करें, हम तेल न डालें। तेल कैसे डाला जाता है मैं बताता हूं। श्री राहुल गांधी जी यहाँ से वहाँ मुलाकात करने, मैं बड़ा स्वागत करता हूँ, संवेदना है, मणिपुर की चिंता है। गए, एयरपोर्ट पर उतरे, उन्होंने कहा कि भाई हमें चूड़ा चांदपुर जाना है, ठीक है भाई, अगले दिन जाने वाले थे, पहले दिन कहा कोई बात नहीं, चाहिए आप जरूर जाना चाहिए। हमने कहा हेलीकॉप्टर से चले जाइए, कि नहीं मैं रोड से जाऊँगा, पुलिस ने रोकना पड़ा। फिर 3 घंटे तक ऑल इंडिया लाइव कराकर ये नाटक देश को दिखाया, और फिर 4 बजे दूसरे दिन हेलीकॉप्टर से चले गए। भाई हेलीकॉप्टर से चले जाते तो क्या आपत्ति थी, हमने सुरक्षा की पूरी व्यवस्था की थी, परंतु इस प्रकार की काम करने के लिए वहां जाना, इसको पॉलिटिक्स कहते हैं गौरव जी। आप वहां जाते हैं तो कोऑपरेट करिए, चूड़ा चांदपुर जाने से कोई नहीं रुक रहा, हम हेलीकॉप्टर से भेज रहे हैं, आप जाना नहीं चाहते, नहीं मैं बाय रोड ही जाऊंगा, चलो बाय रोड जाना है, जनता को दिखाना है, तो फिर दूसरे दिन क्यों गए? दूसरे दिन भी न जाते, दूसरे दिन भी गए तो पहले दिन सत्याग्रह दिखाना था। भाई इस तरह की पॉलिटिक्स ऐसी विषम परिस्थितियों में मत करिए। क्या आप मानते हैं, आप क्या मानते हैं कि सरकार को आप इस तरह से परेशान करेंगे, चाहे वहां की हो या यहाँ की, और जनता नहीं जानती है? जनता ये सारा जानती है और पहचानती भी है। इसलिए मैं कह रहा था, अधीर रंजन जी चले गए, मैं पॉलिटिक्स नहीं कर रहे तो मैं बताता रहा पॉलिटिक्स करें। मान्यवर, हमने लगभग 14,898 लोगों को अरेस्ट किया है, और हर केस की एफआईआर 1106 एफआईआर रजिस्टर कर दी गई। मान्यवर, मैं शांति के लिए किए गए प्रयासों को भी सदन के सदस्यों को बताना चाहता हूं। मान्यवर,
पुलिस अधिकारी के ऊपर कार्रवाई क्यों नहीं चल रही?
मान्यवर, मैं वहां 3 दिन रहा, 3 रात रहा। मेरे साथी नित्यानंद जी 23 दिन तक लगातार वहां रहे। एमओएस होम मिनिस्टर पहली बार नहीं कोई गया ही, पहली बार मैं ही गया हूं। अब तक कोई नहीं गया है, इतने सारे दंगे मैंने जो बताए, नस्ली इंसान, कोई नहीं गया है। एमओएस 23 दिन रहा है, 3 दिन में रहा। मान्यवर, हमने ये सारी की जांच के लिए हाईकोर्ट के सेवानिवृत्त न्यायाधीश का एक कमीशन बना दिया है, जिसमें एक आईपीएस और आईएएस अफसर भी है। मान्यवर, अध्यक्ष राज्यपाल महोदय को अध्यक्ष बनाकर शांति समिति को हमने वहाँ पर प्रस्तापित किया है। 36,000 से अधिक सुरक्षा कर्मी, जहाँ मतई समूह रहता है, जो कुकी रहता है, बीच में बफर जोन बनाकर खड़े हैं। आज भी गुस्सा शांत नहीं हुआ है, परंतु हिंसा इसलिए कम हुई कि बीच में 36,000 पैरामिलिट्री फोर्सेस दिन रात तैनात है, इसलिए हिंसा कम हुई है। बेहतर इंटर एजेंसी समन्वय के लिए यूनिफाइड कमांड व्यवस्था, क्योंकि वहाँ बीएसएफ भी है, सीआरपीएफ भी है, असम राइफल भी है, सेना भी है, मणिपुर पुलिस भी है। 5 सुरक्षा एजेंसियों के बीच में बेहतर समन्वय के लिए यूनिफाइड कमांड व्यवस्था बना दी गई है, और उसकी चेयरमैनशिप यहाँ से भेजे गए सुरक्षा सलाहकार के हाथ में है। इस घटनाक्रम के पीछे षड्यंत्र वाले जो 6 केस रजिस्टर किए, 6 के 6 केस पहले सीबीआई को दे दिए गए थे। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने और 11 केस सीबीआई को दिया है। इसके लिए भी एसआईटी आज गठित हो गई है। मान्यवर, पीड़ित और पुनर्वसन पैकेज दिया गया है। सभी मृत्यु वालों को 10 लाख रुपया चुकाने का काम समाप्त हो चुका है। लगभग 30,000 मैट्रिक टन चावल रातों रात पीयूष भाई ने यहाँ से वहाँ भेजा है, जो भी बांट रहे हैं। किसी भी क्षेत्र में मेडिकल सुविधाओं का अभाव न हो, इसलिए भारत सरकार की 8 टीमें अलग अलग एम्स से वहाँ कैंप के अंदर कर दी गई है। कोर्ट में मुकदमों में किसी की एक्स पार्टी सुनवाई न हो, इसलिए चारों प्रभावित जिलों के डिस्ट्रिक्ट कलेक्टर के वहाँ वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस की सुविधा कर दी है, तो हाईकोर्ट में जाना नहीं पड़ता है, सबकी सुनवाई वहीं से हो रही है। बच्चों का ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन चालू हो गया है। घाटी में 98% स्कूलें खुल गई है, 80% उपस्थिति रहती है। 2% स्कूलों में कैंप चल रहे हैं, वो भी अब अस्थायी शेल्टर बनाने की शुरुआत हमने कर दी है। राहत सामग्री सुलभता से मिले, इसके लिए भी हमने ढेर सारे प्रयास किए हैं, और सुरक्षा की समीक्षा भी हर सप्ताह मैं यहाँ से वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस से यूनिफाइड कमांड के साथ करता हूँ। गृह सचिव हर दूसरे दिन करते हैं और DI भी हर रोज करते हैं। मान्यवर, इतनी क्लोज वॉच के साथ वहाँ शांति बनाने का प्रयास चल रहा है। मैंने आगे कहा कि पुरानी सरकारों में किसी में 9 महीना हुआ, किसी में 1.5 साल हुआ। मैं इतना जरूर कहना चाहता हूँ मान्यवर, कम से कम समय में ये हिंसा को शांत करने का काम हम कर पाएंगे, ऐसा मुझे भरोसा है। मणिपुर में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार के 6 साल पूरे हुए। 6 साल में मणिपुर में एक भी दिन कर्फ्यू नहीं डालना पड़ा। मणिपुर के अंदर एक भी दिन बंद नहीं रहा। मणिपुर के अंदर एक भी दिन ब्लॉकेड नहीं हुआ और उग्रवादी हिंसा लगभग समाप्त हो गई। ये 6 साल का भारतीय जनता पार्टी के शासन का इतिहास था। कई विकास के पंडित कहते हैं नॉर्थ ईस्ट में एयरपोर्ट पहुंच गया, दूरी कम हो गई। कई विकास के पंडित कहते हैं 8 राज्यों में रेल पहुंच गई, दूरी कम हो गई। कई विकास के पंडित कहते हैं इतने 1000 किलोमीटर रोड बन गया, दूरी कम हुई। अरे भाई, दूरी रोड, रेलवे और विमान से कम नहीं होती है, दूरी दिल से कम होती है। मोदी जी ने दिल से दूरी कम करने का काम किया है और नॉर्थ ईस्ट को मेन स्ट्रीम में लाने का काम किया है। आज मैं कहता हूँ, ऐसे भी प्रधानमंत्री है, मोदी जी को 9 साल हुए हैं, 15 साल और 18 साल प्रधानमंत्री रहे हुए लोग हैं इस देश में जिन पर इनको नाज है और हम पर अविश्वास है, मगर ये वो कभी 50 बार नहीं गए। मोदी जी 9 साल में 50 से ज्यादा बार नॉर्थ ईस्ट के अंदर। ये बताता है कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट इस देश का हिस्सा है, इसका कसक हमारे मन में। उत्तर प्रदेश से बड़ा भूभाग किस तरह से छोड़ दिया था, आगजनी, टेररिस्ट, नस्ली हिंसाएं, और आप हमारा हिसाब मांगते हो। मान्यवर, अब मैं पूर्वोत्तर की बात करना चाहता हूं। नॉर्थ ईस्ट भी तीसरा हॉटस्पॉट माना जाता था। मान्यवर, हिंसक घटनाएं सेम कालखंड की मैं लेकर आया हूं, फिर से इन लोगों को ऐसा न हो इसलिए। हिंसक घटनाएं 10,000 होती थी, इसकी जगह 3,238 हुई, 68% की कमी। हताहत सुरक्षा बल 397, अब 128, 68% की कमी। मृत्यु नागरिक 2,298, अब 420, 82% की कमी। हर हेड में हिंसा नॉर्थ ईस्ट के अंदर कम हुई। और इसके पहले मान्यवर किसकी सरकार थी? 10 साल तक नॉर्थ ईस्ट के सारे राज्य और यहां पर ये यूपीए की सरकार थी मान्यवर, मगर कुछ नहीं होता था। निवेदन करना, पॉलिटिक्स करना और अंदर अंदर झगड़ा लगाना, यही काम था। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने नॉर्थ ईस्ट को मन के साथ भारत के साथ जोड़ने का काम किया। ये एक अविश्वास का प्रस्ताव ऐसा है जिसमें प्रधानमंत्री और मंत्रिमंडल के प्रति न जनता को अविश्वास है, न सदन को अविश्वास है, और ये विश्वास प्रस्ताव लेकर आए हैं। माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, इसका उद्देश्य क्या है? इसका उद्देश्य जनता में भ्रांति खड़ी करने का उद्देश्य। मैं उनको इतना ही कहना चाहता हूं कि भाई, अविश्वास प्रस्ताव जब आप लेकर आते हो तो इस पर जो चर्चा होती है वो चर्चा में सरकार के विरोध में कुछ मुद्दे तो रख देते। मैंने पूरे भाषण ध्यान से सुने और पूरे भाषण ध्यान से सुनने के बाद मैं निश्चित रूप से निर्णय पर पहुंचा हूं, ये अविश्वास प्रस्ताव केवल और केवल भ्रांति खड़ा करने के लिए लाया गया है, ये प्रजा की इच्छाओं का प्रतिबिंब नहीं। अल्पमत का तो सवाल ही नहीं है। अल्पमत का सवाल इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि जब तक जो अविश्वास के प्रस्ताव के विरोध में बोले हैं और जो समर्थन सदन का दिखाई पड़ा है, मतदान होगा तब होगा जो कराएंगे तो, परंतु जो समर्थन दिखाई पड़ा है वो बताता है कि अल्पमत का सवाल नहीं है। मोदी जी ने ये 9 साल के अंदर 2014 से 2023 में लगभग 9.5 साल में एक नए प्रकार का राजनीतिक युग का शुरुआत किया है। मान्यवर, लगभग 30 साल से इस देश की राजनीति भ्रष्टाचार, परिवारवाद और तुष्टीकरण के नासूर से ग्रसित रही है। सारे के सारे जनादेश, कोई भी चुनावी विजय पराजय के आंकड़ों के एनालिसिस करने वाले पंडित सारे जय पराजय को देख ले। मोदी जी के 2014 के विजय के पहले सारे जय पराजय या तो भ्रष्टाचार से प्रभावित थे, भ्रष्टाचार किया इसको हटाने के लिए आए, या तो परिवारवाद से प्रभावित थे, परिवारवाद के पीछे जातिवाद का एक अनवरत संतान भी होता है, और तुष्टीकरण से प्रभावित जनादेश थे। भारतीय लोकतंत्र को ये 3 नासुरों ने घेर लिया था। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने भ्रष्टाचार, परिवारवाद और तुष्टीकरण को हटाकर पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस को तरजीह दी, और आज विकास जनता के फैसलों का निर्णय करता है। मगर फिर भी कहीं कहीं दूर तक भ्रष्टाचार भी बैठा है, बच गया है, परिवारवाद तो दिखाई ही पड़ता है, और तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति भी चलती है। इसलिए मोदी जी ने आज नारा दिया है, भ्रष्टाचार क्विट इंडिया, परिवारवाद क्विट इंडिया, तुष्टीकरण क्विट इंडिया। मान्यवर, अगर भ्रष्टाचार, परिवारवाद और तुष्टीकरण एक क्विट इंडिया अगर कर लेते हैं, तो इस देश की राजनीति में मोदी जी ने 2014 से एक नए युग की शुरुआत करी है, विकास के युग की। वो हमारे स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों के कल्पना के भारत की निर्मित 2047 के बहुत साल पहले कर देगी, इसका मुझे पूरा विश्वास है। कि कई बार संकट के समय गठबंधनों और पार्टियों का चरित्र उजागर होता है। यूपीए का चरित्र सत्ता बचाने के लिए भ्रष्टाचार करने का चरित्र है, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी और एनडीए का चरित्र सिद्धांतों के लिए राजनीति करने का चरित्र है। मान्यवर, उस वक्त मुझे ठीक याद है, मैं संसद में नहीं था, सदस्य नहीं था, बहुत सारे सीनियर सदस्य होंगे उस वक्त। मान्यवर, एक ही वोट का फर्क था, और अंत में गिरधर गोमांग के वोट को हमारे उड़ीसा के पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री उस वक्त मुख्यमंत्री से शपथ ले चुके थे और वोट डालने आए थे। वो वोट को वैलिड गिनना या न गिनना, मगर मान्यवर, आप जिस आसन पर बैठे हो इसकी भी गरिमा का एनडीए ने पालन किया था। हमने कोई दबाव नहीं बनाया, एक वोट हमारे विरुद्ध में गया, हमारी सरकार चली गई। मगर आज मैं फिर से कहना चाहता हूं गौरव गोगोई जी को, मगर जनता है जो सब देखती है, जनता है जो सब जानती है। एक वोट से हमारी सरकार गई, एक वोट से हमारी सरकार जरूर गई, परंतु अंत में क्या हुआ? बहुत बड़े बहुमत के साथ अटल जी फिर से देश के प्रधानमंत्री। अध्यक्ष जी, इस सदन में एक ऐसे नेता है, अरे यार सुनो ना, इस सदन में एक ऐसे नेता है जिनको आज तक 13 बार राजनीति में लॉन्च किया गया है और 13 ही बार फेल गए। उनका एक लॉन्चिंग मैंने देखा है, उनका एक लॉन्चिंग यहां सदन में हुआ था। एक गरीब मां कलावती या ऐसा कुछ नाम, कलावती, बुंदेलखंड की बहन कलावती, उसके घर वो नेता भोजन करने गए और यहीं पीछे बैठकर गरीबी का बड़ा दारुण वर्णन, द्रवित हो जाए ऐसा वर्णन कर दिया। ठीक है भाई, अच्छा किया, आप इतने बड़े व्यक्ति होकर गरीब कलावती के घर पर भोजन पर गए, उसका भोजन कर लिया और इसकी वेदना को यहाँ वाचा दे दी। मगर बाद में इनकी सरकार 6 साल चली। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं वो कलावती का क्या करा? वो कलावती को घर, बिजली, गैस, शौचालय, अनाज, स्वास्थ्य, ये सब देने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी ने इसलिए जिस कलावती के घर पर आप भोजन पर गए हो, इसी को भी मोदी जी पर अविश्वास नहीं है, वो आज मोदी जी के
In politics, everyone has an opinion, but I have the data. Whose stock is rising? Whose graph is falling? Track India's political stock exchange. Unmatched, unmissable data analytics. The only show on news TV when numbers do the talking. India's most credible poll tracker. The political stock exchange. With Rahul Gandhi only on India Today.
Days after a war of words broke out between the YSRCP and Pawan Kalyan camp over the funding of the movie Bro, the actor's brother and superstar Chiranjeevi has added fodder to the fire, asking Chief Minister Jagan Reddy's party to focus on governance.
ఇప్పుడు చెబితే బాగుంటుంది. సినిమా పరిశ్రమలో కూడా చాలామంది పోకోడి వాళ్ళు మాకు సలహాలు చెబుతున్నారు కదా ప్రభుత్వం ఎలా ఉండాలని. వాళ్ళకు కూడా సలహాలు ఇవ్వచ్చు కదా. మనకెందురా బాబు ఇవన్నీ మన ఇండస్ట్రీలో డ్యాన్సులు ఫైట్లు వీటి గురించి యాక్షన్ గురించి మనం చూసుకుందామని వాళ్ళకు కూడా సలహా ఇస్తే ఇద్దరికి ఇస్తే బాగుంటుంది కదా.
విశ్వప్రసాద్ టీజే గారు ఈ రకంగా బ్లాక్ మనీని వైట్ మనీగా చేసి సినిమాల ద్వారా తీసుకొచ్చి పవన్ కళ్యాణ్కి ప్యాకేజీల రూపంలో ఇచ్చేటటువంటి ఒక కుట్రపూరితమైనటువంటి పరిస్థితులు కూడా కనిపిస్తా ఉన్నాయి. దీని మీద కూడా
The YSRCP Minister Ambati Rambabu's comments set off a political storm in Andhra Pradesh with his twin attack on the Janasena chief and the TDP. Seeing red over Chandrababu Naidu's name being dragged into the row, TDP has demanded answers from the YSRCP on the basis of these allegations.
Stop making these baseless allegations and stop making such funny comments on movies. Answer our questions, answer about the corruption that is happening in your department in the state of Andhra Pradesh.
YSRCP has been levelling corruption allegations repeatedly against Naidu and Kalyan, both of whom have been extremely vocal about their friendship with images repeatedly showing their closeness. This latest attack is sure to heat up the political tussle between CM Jagan and Pawan Kalyan, who have been resorted to personal, below-the-belt comments to target one another. Bureau Report, India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com. Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
स्पीकर सर, सबसे पहले मैं आपका धन्यवाद करना चाहता हूं कि आपने मुझे लोकसभा में रीइंस्टेट किया। और पिछली बार जब मैं बोला तो शायद मैंने आपको थोड़ा कष्ट भी पहुंचाया, क्योंकि मैंने इतनी ज़ोरों से अदानी जी पे फोकस किया कि जो आपके सीनियर नेता हैं शायद उनको थोड़ा कष्ट हुआ। तो वो जो उनको कष्ट हुआ,
हमेशा अडानी पे अभी भी कष्ट हो रहा है।
वो जो कष्ट हुआ,
अभी भी कष्ट हो रहा है।
विषय पे आइए, विषय पे।
अभी भी कष्ट हो रहा है, अभी भी कष्ट हो रहा है। ये देखिए, ये सारे ये
नहीं मगर सुनिए तो वो जो कष्ट हुआ,
1 2 3 4 5
उसका असर शायद आप पे भी थोड़ा हुआ। तो इसके लिए मैं आपसे माफी मांगता हूं, मगर मैंने सिर्फ सच्चाई रखी थी। मगर आज जो मेरे बीजेपी के मित्र हैं, आज आपको डरने की जरूरत नहीं है।
डरो मत,
क्योंकि आज जो मेरा भाषण है,
डरो मत,
और आप
डरो मत।
स्पीकर सर, अरे बैठ जाओ। ब्रदर तो आज कोई घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है। आज मैं अपना मेन जो भाषण है वो अदानी जी पे नहीं बोलने जा रहा हूं।
आप छोड़िए,
तो आप रिलैक्स कर सकते हैं, आप शांत रह सकते हैं, क्योंकि मेरा भाषण आज दूसरी डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है। रूमी ने कहा था जो शब्द दिल से आते हैं वो शब्द दिल में जाते हैं। तो आज मैं दिमाग से नहीं बोलना चाह रहा हूं, मैं दिल से बोलना चाह रहा हूं। और मैं आज आप लोगों पर इतना आक्रमण नहीं करूंगा। मतलब एक दो गोले जरूर मारूंगा, मगर इतना नहीं मारूंगा। तो आप रिलैक्स कर सकते हैं।
डरिए मत।
अरे रक्षा मंत्री जी आज संभाल लेंगे हम लोग।
पिछले साल 130 दिन के लिए मैं भारत के एक कोने से दूसरे कोने तक गया। हर रोज सुबह 6 बजे से रात 7-8 बजे तक आम आदमी, गरीब, अमीर, बिजनेसमैन, किसान, मजदूर, सबकी आवाज। आ रहा हूं। आप कल से रुके, अब थोड़ा और रुक लो, 5-10 मिनट रुक जाओ। तो ये चलता गया, मैं बात सुनता गया, और फिर मेरे पास एक किसान आया और किसान ने हाथ में रुई पकड़ी हुई थी और उसने मुझे कहा,
अध्यक्ष महोदय,
उसने मुझे कहा, मेरी आंख में देखकर उसने मुझे अपना वो रुई का बंडल दिया और उसने कहा, राहुल जी, यही बचा है मेरे खेत का यही बचा है और कुछ बचा नहीं है। मैंने उससे जो मैं नॉर्मली सवाल पूछता था, भैया आपको बीमा का पैसा मिला, वो पूछा, बीमा का पैसा मिला, वो पूछा, और किसान ने मेरा हाथ पकड़ा। किसान मुझे कहता है कि नहीं राहुल जी, मुझे बीमा का पैसा नहीं मिला, हिंदुस्तान के बड़े उद्योगपतियों ने वो मुझसे छीन लिया। भारत एक आवाज है, भारत इस देश के सब लोगों की आवाज है, और अगर हम उस आवाज को सुनना चाहते हैं, हमें अहंकार को, नफरत को मिटाना पड़ेगा। स्पीकर सर, कुछ ही दिन पहले मैं मणिपुर गया। हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नहीं गए, आज तक नहीं गए, क्योंकि उनके लिए मणिपुर हिंदुस्तान नहीं है। मैंने मणिपुर शब्द प्रयोग किया, मगर आज की सच्चाई यह है कि मणिपुर नहीं बचा है। मणिपुर को आपने 2 भाग में कर दिया है, मणिपुर को आपने बांट दिया है, तोड़ दिया है। मैं मणिपुर में रिलीफ कैंप्स में गया और मणिपुर के कैंप्स में मैंने महिलाओं से बात की, बच्चों से बात की, जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आज तक नहीं किया। एक महिला मुझे कहती है, मैंने उनसे पूछा क्या हुआ तुम्हारे साथ, कहती है मेरा छोटा सा बेटा,
का सम्मान करें प्लीज, ये सम्मान,
एक ही बच्चा था मेरा,
कोई शर्म कर लो गल,
एक ही बच्चा था मेरा, मेरे सामने, मेरे आंखों के सामने उसको गोली मारी है। मैं पूरी रात, आप सोचिए, आप अपने बेटों के बारे में सोचिए, मैं पूरी रात उसकी लाश के साथ लेटी रही। झूठ नहीं, झूठ आप बोलते हो, झूठ मैं नहीं बोलता हूं। मैं पूरी रात उसकी लाश के साथ लेटी रही और फिर मुझे डर लगा मुझे डर लगा, मैंने अपना घर छोड़ दिया, जो भी मेरे पास था वो मैंने छोड़ दिया। मैंने उनसे पूछा कुछ तो लाई होगी? कहती है नहीं, सिर्फ मेरे जो कपड़े हैं ये मेरे पास हैं। और फिर इधर उधर ढूंढती है और एक फोटो निकालती है और मुझे कहती है यही मेरे पास अब बची है। एक और उदाहरण, दूसरे कैंप में मैं एक महिला मेरे सामने आती है, मैं उससे पूछता हूं तुम्हारे साथ क्या हुआ, क्या हुआ तुम्हारे साथ? और जैसे ही मैंने ये सवाल पूछा,
आप महिला का दर्द नहीं सुन सकते, महिला का दर्द नहीं सुन सकते, महिला का दर्द सुनने का आपका धैर्य नहीं है, महिला का दर्द नहीं सुन सकते, महिला का दर्द नहीं सुन सकते।
जैसे ही मैंने उससे ये सवाल पूछा,
बैठो,
जैसे सर प्लीज सर,
शर्म करिए।
जैसे ही मैंने उससे सवाल पूछा तुम्हारे साथ क्या हुआ,
शर्म नहीं है तेरे को?
वैसे ही एक सेकंड में वो कांपने लगी। उसने अपने दिमाग में वो दृश्य देखा और वो बेहोश हो गई, मेरे सामने कांपती हुई बेहोश हो गई। तो ये मैंने आपको सिर्फ 2 उदाहरण दिए हैं। स्पीकर सर, इन्होंने मणिपुर में हिंदुस्तान की हत्या की है, सिर्फ मणिपुर की नहीं, हिंदुस्तान की हत्या की है। इनकी राजनीति ने मणिपुर को नहीं, हिंदुस्तान को मणिपुर में मारा है, हिंदुस्तान को कत्ल किया है, हिंदुस्तान का मर्डर किया है मणिपुर में।
अरे 2 भाग किए हैं, शर्म करिए।
माननीय सभी सदस्यों से कहूंगा शांति रखें, प्लीज प्लीज।
मणिपुर,
हाँ क्या बोल रहे हैं आप बोलिए।
अरे भाई क्या बात है? जो बातें कर सकते हैं, क्या बात करते हैं? इन्होंने राहुल गांधी ने आज सदन में
पानी पी रहे हैं भाई,
अपना वक्त बैठो सर, ये राहुल गांधी ने आज जो बातें कही है इस सदन में बहुत ही गंभीर बात किया है। मैं उनसे एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ, 7 दशक तक हजारों लोगों को नॉर्थ ईस्ट में क्या हुए हैं, इसका जिम्मेदार कांग्रेस पार्टी है। राहुल गांधी को माफी मांगना चाहिए। राहुल गांधी का कांग्रेस पार्टी 7 साल से ज्यादा इस देश को शासन किया है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट को इन्होंने खत्म किया है। आज नॉर्थ ईस्ट में जितना मिलिटेंसी है ये कांग्रेस पार्टी ने पैदा किया है। क्या बात करते हैं? अब क्या बात करते हैं? आज नॉर्थ ईस्ट में सारा मिलिटेंट ग्रुप है, सारा कांग्रेस पार्टी की वजह से चला हुआ है।
हो गया
भाषण नहीं सुनना चाहते? आप भाषण नहीं सुनना चाहते? प्लीज बैठिए, बैठिए, प्लीज बैठिए, प्लीज बैठिए, प्लीज बैठिए, चले चले
थैंक यू सबसे बड़ा थैंक यू प्लीज थैंक यू
एक मिनट बैठिए, बैठिए एक मिनट प्लीज, प्लीज बैठिए, प्लीज बैठिए, प्लीज प्लीज बालूजी, प्लीज प्लीज बालूजी, प्लीज बालूजी, प्लीज बालूजी, प्लीज प्लीज एक मिनट प्लीज प्लीज बैठिए। माननीय सदस्यगण,
नहीं सकते
जिस तरीके का व्यवहार आप टेबल पर आकर कर रहे हैं, इस तरीके से सदन नहीं चलेगा। ये तरीका ठीक नहीं है। जब मैंने किसी को कहा है तो कहा है, ऐसा सदन नहीं चलेगा। और भाई के सदन नहीं चलाना चाहते, अलग बात है। अब अपनी बात कहिए, गलत तरीका ये। नो, ऐसे सदन चलने वाला नहीं है। जो माननीय सदस्य टेबल पर हैं, उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होगी। प्लीज बैठिए, 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 आप भी बैठिए, आप भी बैठिए। माननीय मंत्री जी, माननीय मंत्री जी, प्लीज बैठिए।
भारत माता,
प्लीज बैठिए।
भारत माता,
प्लीज बैठिए।
प्लीज ब्रदर,
मैं बहुत शांति से सुन रहा हूं। इसका तरीका ये नहीं है उचित हो कि आप टेबल पर आए। नहीं, गलत गलत तरीका ये। आप
जैसे मैंने
माननीय सर, प्लीज,
जैसे मैंने, प्लीज ब्रदर,
प्लीज
भाई पानी ले। जैसे मैंने भाषण के शुरुआत में बोला, भारत एक आवाज है, भारत हमारी जनता की आवाज है, दिल की आवाज है। उस आवाज की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। इसका मतलब भारत माता की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। भारत माता को आपने मणिपुर के लोगों के मारा, आपने मणिपुर के लोगों को मारकर भारत की हत्या की है। आप देश द्रोही हो, आप देशभक्त नहीं हो, आप देश प्रेमी नहीं हो, आप देशद्रोही हो। आपने देश की हत्या मणिपुर में की।
प्लीज प्लीज एक मिनट, प्लीज प्लीज बैठिए, प्लीज प्लीज बैठिए।
अब सवाल उठता है,
आप बैठना चाहते नहीं बैठना चाहते? आप बैठना चाहते नहीं बैठना चाहते?
इसीलिए आपके प्रधानमंत्री मणिपुर में नहीं जा सकते हैं, क्योंकि उन्होंने
प्लीज
देश की हत्या की है। मणिपुर में हिंदुस्तान की हत्या की है, भारत माता की हत्या की है। मणिपुर के लोगों के दिल में।
प्लीज एक मिनट बैठिए। आप एक
तो सवाल उठता है,
एक मिनट बैठिए, एक मिनट। आप भी विराजे, आप भी विराजे, आप भी विराजो, आप भी विराजो। आप बैठिए, सही नहीं बैठिए, रहने दो। आप चलो, आप बैठिए, बैठिए आप, प्लीज बैठिए आप, प्लीज। आप बोल रहे फिर
आप भारत माता के रखवाले नहीं हो, आप भारत माता के हत्यारे हो।
प्लीज माननीय सदस्य, प्लीज प्लीज माननीय सदस्य, प्लीज 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 देखिए माननीय सदस्यगण, प्लीज प्लीज माननीय सदस्यगण, भारत माँ हमारी माँ है, हमें सदन में बोलते समय संयम बरतना चाहिए। मेरा
अपनी मां की हत्या की बात कर रहा हूं, मैं मणिपुर में अपनी मां की हत्या की बात कर रहा हूं, मैं आदर से बोल रहा हूं। आपने मेरी मां की हत्या की मणिपुर में। एक मेरी मां यहां बैठी है, दूसरी मां को आपने मणिपुर में मारा है। और हर रोज जब तक आप हिंसा को बंद नहीं करोगे तब तक आप मेरी मां की हत्या कर रहे हो। हिंदुस्तान की सेना मणिपुर में एक दिन में शांति ला सकती है। हिंदुस्तान की सेना का प्रयोग नहीं कर रहे हो क्योंकि आप हिंदुस्तान को मणिपुर में मारना चाहते हो। तो अगर नरेंद्र मोदी जी हिंदुस्तान की आवाज नहीं सुनते हैं, अगर हिंदुस्तान के दिल की आवाज नहीं सुनते हैं, तो किसकी आवाज सुनते हैं? दो लोगों की आवाज सुनते हैं। इसकी आवाज सुनते हैं, इसकी आवाज सुनते हैं और इसलिए सुनते हैं।
नो ये गलत तरीका माननीय सदस्य।
देख लीजिए अडानी जी के लिए मोदी जी ने क्या काम किया है। देख लीजिए ये पहले
आपको गलत तरीका आपका। माननीय सदस्य आपका गलत तरीका है। आप सीनियर सदस्य हैं, आप इस तरीके का व्यवहार सदन में मत करिए। आप बात करिए लेकिन इस तरीके से पोस्टर लाना ये उचित नहीं है किसी तरीके से।
रावण दो लोगों की सुनता था। रावण दो लोगों की सुनता था, मेघनाथ और कुंभकर्ण। वैसे ही नरेंद्र मोदी दो लोगों की सुनते हैं, अमित शाह और अडानी। भाई और बहनों, लंका को हनुमान ने नहीं जलाया था, लंका को रावण के अहंकार ने जलाया था।
प्लीज माननीय सदस्य आप संयमित बोले। आप ये सदन है, आप तरीके से बोलिए। माननीय सदस्य
रावण को नहीं मारा था, रावण के अहंकार ने रावण को मारा था। आप पूरे देश में केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो, पूरे देश में आप केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो। आपने मणिपुर में केरोसिन फेंकी और फिर चिंगारी लगा दी। अब आप हरियाणा में कर रहे हो, पूरे देश को आप जलाने में लगे हो। आप पूरे देश में भारत माता की हत्या कर रहे हो। धन्यवाद स्पीकर। हमारी जनता की आवाज है, दिल की आवाज है। उस आवाज की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। इसका मतलब भारत माता की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। मारा आपने मणिपुर के लोगों को मारकर भारत की हत्या की है। आप देश द्रोही हो, आप देशभक्त नहीं हो, आप देश प्रेमी नहीं हो, आप देशद्रोही हो। आपने देश की हत्या मणिपुर में की।
कांग्रेस पार्टी के एक नेता ने कश्मीर में रेफरेंडम की बात की। अगर हिम्मत है गांधी खानदान में तो इस सदन में और इस देश को बताए कि कश्मीर को देश से हटाने की साजिश में कांग्रेस के उस नेता का वक्तव्य क्यों है। यू आर नॉट इंडिया बिकॉज यू डिफाइन करप्शन इन इंडिया। यू आर नॉट इंडिया बिकॉज यू डिफाइन इनकम्पिटेंस। यू आर नॉट इंडिया।
saw the clothes, you saw the celebrities, you saw the jewelry. Time now for you to see footwear fashion and how to keep it dramatic this season. Here's a look.
When it comes to footwear, a lot of drama is now making way. For instance, Freddie Mercury makes a comeback with Theatre XYZ heels.
Harrison, Dark Horse, and this is the Theatre XYZ one. My favorite pick from their drama collection. It's got the boss-like appeal to it as well.
Even the Harrison Cloud9 from the collection is now gender fluid and mainstream. Not just that, boots for all weather are here and they look chic.
I'm a sucker for color this monsoon, and the monsoon footwear these days are coming in different colors and different patterns. I'm just loving every bit of it.
Right from bubblegum smelling sandals to jelly shoes in all shapes and sizes and colors, monsoon shoes are sure having a moment. And if you have the courage to wear something different, try out these jelly ones from Melissa that are available in every color for different moods. And if you are the classy, safe type, your footwear can still have a lot of drama. These picks from OCD, especially the tap dancing Rebeccas or the dramatic Julies, come in with elegance in its own dramatic twist.
It's a beautiful artisanal work of craftsmanship made by artisans of India. And just look at the kind of drama it is adding to my foot.
While this season is all about adding drama, remember, wearing a story on your feet is all the 2023 footwear fashion is all about. In New Delhi, Chaiti Narula for India Today.
In politics, everyone has an opinion, but I have the data. Whose stock is rising? Whose graph is falling? Track India's political stock exchange. Unmatched, unmissable data analytics. The only show on News TV when numbers do the talking. India's most credible poll tracker. The Political Stock Exchange. With Rahul Kamal, only on India Today.
Sorry. नमस्ते टमाटर प्रेमियों 104.8 इश्क एफएम पर आपको चखाना चाहता हूँ आजकल का टमाटरी गीत ये
Shake your body, girl.
हो ग्रेवी बिरयानी हो चटनी पाव भाजी सदमे में अम्मी और अब्बा 1 किलो टमाटर 200 का था बिल बजट हिला मेरा रब्बा टमाटर कैसे लोगे 200 के किलो हो गए टमाटर टमाटर कैसे लोगे 200 के किलो हो गए टमाटर किलो में ना निकले एक भी ढंग का मम्मी का दिमाग था सन का टमाटर जो ना मैं छांट के लाया मम्मी लगा देगी लंका टमाटर वाला एक नहीं आ रहा ऑनलाइन भी चेक कर चुका मैं मोहल्ले की सारी रेडी पूछ पूछ के मर चुका मैं नहीं जरूरत बर्गर में टमाटर की सलाद बन रही खीरा प्याज और गाजर की एक टमाटर से पूरा दिन तुम चलाओ वन हो गई सिस्टर और अम्मा टमाटर कैसे लोगे 200 के किलो हो गए टमाटर
Good evening, viewers. Let's take a look at the weather report across the major cities this evening. Thiruvananthapuram is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 50. Mumbai is at 31 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 49. Panji is at 29 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 45. Ahmedabad is at 32 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 66. Bhopal is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 33. Jaipur is at 32 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 117. Delhi is at 35 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 124. Srinagar is at 31 degrees Celsius with AQI being 63. Lucknow is at 33 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 100. Patna is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 68. Kolkata is at 31 degrees with an AQI of 59. Hyderabad is at 31 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 36. Bangalore is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 27. Chennai is at 33 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 66. This is all we have for you in this segment. Hope wherever you are, you find favorable weather around you. Keep watching India Today for all the weather updates with me AI Sana all through the day.
Good evening and welcome. You're watching the news track. I'm Rahul Gandhi. Home Minister Amit Shah delivering a political masterclass during the no confidence motion in Parliament. Did Rahul Gandhi mess up a golden opportunity to try and attack the government? Has he come across weaker and vanquished? At the end of day 2 of the no confidence motion, that big political showdown is my top focus on the news track.
No trust vote goes nuclear.
उस आवाज की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की।
कांग्रेसियों ने बैठकर मां की हत्या के लिए मेज थपथपाई।
After Rahul's aggressive offensive,
रावण 2 लोगों की सुनता था, मेघनाद और कुंभकर्ण। वैसे ही नरेंद्र मोदी 2 लोगों की सुनते हैं, अमित शाह और अडानी।
and Smriti's furious counter,
पहली बार राष्ट्र के इतिहास में भारत मां की हत्या की बात की और कांग्रेस पार्टी यहां पर तालियां बजाती रही।
Amit Shah's mega 2-hour rebuttal.
इस सदन में एक ऐसे नेता है जिनको आज तक 13 बार राजनीति में लॉन्च किया गया और 13 ही बार फेल गए।
Non-stop action on second day.
जब हम अपने सपनों को परे करते हैं, तब हमें हिंदुस्तान की आवाज सुनाई देती है। तब तक हिंदुस्तान की आवाज हमें नहीं सुनाई देती।
You define incompetence. You are not India.
Who won round 2 of no trust vote?
Day 2 of the no confidence motion debate saw Home Minister Amit Shah launch a sharp attack on the opposition. Remember, the opposition had moved this no confidence motion primarily to seek the Modi government's response on the Manipur violence. In his 123-minute address, the Home Minister gave a point-by-point status report on the situation in the ground. The Home Minister slammed the opposition for politicizing ethnic violence. Shah also took on Team India, calling the no confidence motion politically motivated. He mocked Rahul Gandhi with a relaunch jibe and slammed the Congress MP's visit to Manipur.
मैं विपक्ष की इस बात से सहमत हूं कि वहां पर हिंसा का तांडव हुआ है और इस हिंसा के तांडव से कोई सहमत नहीं हो सकता मान्यवर। हम भी सहमत नहीं हैं, उनसे ज्यादा दुख हमें है मान्यवर, परंतु ये परिस्थिति जन्य है। मैं बताना चाहता हूं, इसी घटनाओं का कोई समर्थन नहीं कर सकता। समाज के नाते हमें शर्म आई इस प्रकार की घटनाएं वहां हुई है, इससे कोई इनकार नहीं। परंतु ये जो घटना हुई है वो शर्मनाक है। उस घटना पर राजनीति करना इससे भी ज्यादा शर्मनाक है। शर्मनाक वीडियो आया, मैं इसके बारे में भी कहना चाहता हूँ मान्यवर। ये वीडियो 4 मई के दिन की दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना है। दुनिया में किसी भी जगह पर, किसी भी स्थान पर किसी महिला के साथ, किसी युवा महिला के साथ इस तरह की घटना समाज के नाम पर धब्बा है मान्यवर। इसका कोई समर्थन नहीं कर सकता, ना ये सदन कर सकता है, ना कोई पॉलिटिकल पार्टी ना कर सकती है, यहाँ की ना वहाँ की। मेरे मन में एक छोटा सा सवाल मेरे मन में तो नहीं आया, कुछ मीडिया के मित्र जो ऊपर बैठे हैं उन्होंने डाल दिया। उन्होंने मुझे पूछा कि अमित भाई ये 4 मई का वीडियो संसद सत्र के 1 दिन पहले ही क्यों आया? अगर किसी के पास वीडियो था तो वीडियो डीजीपी को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए माननीय? किसी के पास वीडियो था तो पुलिस तंत्र को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए? उसको सार्वजनिक करना चाहिए क्या? वो महिला के सम्मान की तो सोचो। ना जी, इंटेलिजेंस का सवाल नहीं था भाई, वहां उस वक्त इतने हुड़दंग में। एक मिनट, इंटेलिजेंस के पास नहीं आया, मगर आपको देना चाहिए था या नहीं देना चाहिए था? आपको देना चाहिए था या नहीं देना चाहिए? हाँ, दादा का काम टीवी में बताने का है। दादा का काम मान्यवर, फिर भी मैं टाइमिंग में ज्यादा नहीं जाना चाहता। सुनिए ना भाई, मैं टाइमिंग में ज्यादा जाना नहीं चाहता मान्यवर। वीडियो किसी के पास भी था, मैं इन पर आरोप नहीं कर रहा हूं, किसी के पास भी था। अगर उसने डीजीपी को दे दिया होता तो 5 तारीख को ही पकड़ गए होते, क्योंकि जिस दिन वीडियो दिया उसी दिन वीडियो की कॉपी पर से हमने फेस आइडेंटिफिकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर का उपयोग करते हुए सरकारों के डेटा के साथ मिलान करते हुए 9 के 9 लोगों को अरेस्ट कर दिया और वो आज ट्रायल फेस कर रहे हैं जेल में। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने कोई बड़े बड़े वादे नहीं किए, परंतु नरेंद्र मोदी जी के जहन में गरीबी का डंक भी था, दंश भी था, क्योंकि वो स्वयं गरीब के घर से आकर इस सबसे बड़ी पंचायत में आए थे। इन्होंने गरीब कल्याण के लिए मान्यवर इन्होंने गरीब कल्याण के लिए ढेर सारे मान्यवर सुरेश जी इतने सीनियर मेंबर है, उनको अविश्वास प्रस्ताव का कैरेक्टर मालूम नहीं है। आप जब अविश्वास प्रस्ताव लेकर आते हो तो सरकार के समग्र कामकाज पर क्वेश्चन मार्क करते हो, और क्योंकि ये क्वेश्चन मार्क पॉलिटिकली मोटिवेटेड है, इसलिए मुझे सरकार के परफॉर्मेंस की चर्चा करनी पड़ेगी। मोदी जी ने ये 9 साल के अंदर 2014 से 2023 में लगभग 9.5 साल में एक नए प्रकार का राजनीतिक युग का शुरुआत किया है। मान्यवर, लगभग 30 साल से इस देश की राजनीति भ्रष्टाचार, परिवारवाद और तुष्टीकरण के नासूर से ग्रसित रही है। सारे के सारे जनादेश, कोई भी चुनावी विजय पराजय के आंकड़ों के एनालिसिस करने वाले पंडित सारे जय पराजय को देख ले। मोदी जी के 2014 के विजय के पहले सारे जय पराजय या तो भ्रष्टाचार से प्रभावित थे, भ्रष्टाचार किया इसको हटाने के लिए आए, या तो परिवारवाद से प्रभावित थे, परिवारवाद के पीछे जातिवाद का एक अनवरत संतान भी होता है, और तुष्टीकरण से प्रभावित जनादेश थे। भारतीय लोकतंत्र को ये 3 नासुरों ने घेर लिया था। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने भ्रष्टाचार, परिवारवाद और तुष्टीकरण को हटाकर पॉलिटिक्स ऑफ परफॉर्मेंस को तरजीह दी, और आज विकास जनता के फैसलों का निर्णय करता है। मगर फिर भी कहीं कहीं दूर तक भ्रष्टाचार भी बैठा है, बच गया है, परिवारवाद तो दिखाई ही पड़ता है, और तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति भी चलती है। इसलिए मोदी जी ने आज नारा दिया है, भ्रष्टाचार क्विट इंडिया, परिवारवाद क्विट इंडिया, तुष्टीकरण क्विट। मान्यवर, अगर भ्रष्टाचार, परिवारवाद और तुष्टीकरण एक क्विट इंडिया अगर कर लेते हैं तो इस देश की राजनीति में मोदी जी ने 2014 से एक नए युग की शुरुआत करी है, विकास के युग की। वो हमारे स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों के कल्पना के भारत की निर्मित 2047 के बहुत साल पहले कर देगी, इसका मुझे पूरा विश्वास है। अध्यक्ष जी, इस सदन में एक ऐसे नेता है, अरे यार सुनो ना, इस सदन में एक ऐसे नेता है जिनको आज तक 13 बार राजनीति में लॉन्च किया गया है और 13 ही बार फेल गए। उनका एक लॉन्चिंग मैंने देखा है, उनका एक लॉन्चिंग यहां सदन में हुआ था। एक गरीब मां कलावती या ऐसा कुछ नाम था, कलावती, बुंदेलखंड की बहन कलावती, उसके घर वो नेता भोजन करने गए और यहीं पीछे बैठकर गरीबी का बड़ा दारुण वर्णन, द्रवित हो जाए ऐसा वर्णन कर दिया। ठीक है भाई, अच्छा किया, आप इतने बड़े व्यक्ति होकर गरीब कलावती के घर पर भोजन पर गए, उसका भोजन कर लिया और इसकी वेदना को यहाँ वाचा दे दी। मगर बाद में इनकी सरकार 6 साल चली। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं वो कलावती का क्या करा? वो कलावती को घर, बिजली, गैस, शौचालय, अनाज, स्वास्थ्य, ये सब देने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी ने। इसलिए जिस कलावती के घर पर आप भोजन पर गए हो, इसी को भी मोदी जी पर अविश्वास नहीं है, वो आज मोदी जी के साथ खड़ी है।
Day 2 of the no trust vote war began with massive suspense around Rahul Gandhi's speech. After hours of will he, won't he, the Congress MP led the opposition's charge, accusing the centre of murdering Bharat Mata in Manipur. Rahul was countered by his Amit nemesis Smriti Irani. Here are some of the key highlights of that big clash.
भारत माता की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। आप देश द्रोही हो, आप देशभक्त नहीं हो।
मणिपुर पे चर्चा करने के लिए बार बार पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स मंत्री ने गुहार लगाई, बार बार देश के गृह मंत्री ने कहा, हमारे श्रद्धेय राजनाथ जी ने भी कहा कि आप मणिपुर पे सदन पर चर्चा कीजिए, हम चर्चा के लिए तैयार हैं, भागे ये हम नहीं।
Day 2 of the no confidence motion debate on Manipur. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi and his long-standing rival from the Amethi constituency, Union Minister Smriti Irani, took center stage.
पूरे देश में आप केरोसिन फेंक रहे हो, आपने मणिपुर में केरोसिन फेंकी और फिर चिंगारी लगा दी, अब आप हरियाणा में कर रहे हो, पूरे देश को आप जलाने में लगे हो। जब हम अपने
Gandhi led the session as the first speaker on Wednesday. This marked his first address in Parliament after his reinstatement as an MP. Gandhi initiated his speech with a shrewd apology for his previous floor statement, where he mentioned industrialist Gautam Adani.
पिछली बार जब मैं बोला तो शायद मैंने आपको थोड़ा कष्ट भी पहुंचाया, क्योंकि मैंने इतनी जोरों से अदानी जी पे फोकस किया कि जो आपके सीनियर नेता हैं शायद उनको थोड़ा कष्ट हुआ। तो वो जो उनको कष्ट हुआ आप पे भी थोड़ा हुआ, तो इसके लिए मैं आपसे माफी मांगता हूं। मगर मैंने सिर्फ सच्चाई रखी थी। मगर आज जो मेरे बीजेपी के मित्र हैं, आज कोई घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है। आज मैं अपना भाषण, मेन जो भाषण है वो अदानी जी पे नहीं बोलने जा रहा हूं।
His subsequent salvos on Manipur targeted Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was not present in the House.
हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नहीं गए, आज तक नहीं गए, क्योंकि उनके लिए मणिपुर हिंदुस्तान नहीं है। मैंने मणिपुर शब्द प्रयोग किया, मगर आज की सच्चाई ये है कि मणिपुर नहीं बचा है। मणिपुर को आपने 2 भाग में कर दिया है, मणिपुर को आपने बांट दिया है।
As Gandhi's critique intensified, slogans resounded from the government benches.
भारत माता की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। आप देश द्रोही हो, आप देशभक्त नहीं हो। लंका को हनुमान ने नहीं जलाया था, लंका को रावण के अहंकार ने जलाया था।
In her retorts, Union Minister Smriti Irani launched a barrage of counter-arguments. She critiqued the opposition alliance's label for India and Rahul Gandhi's family lineage in response to his India murdered in Manipur assertion.
जो भारत की हत्या की बात पर कांग्रेस पार्टी ने ताली पीटी आज इस सदन में, इस बात का संकेत पूरे देश को दिया कि मन में गद्दारी किसकी है। You are not India, for India is not corrupt. India believes in merit and not dynasty. And today of all the days, people like you need to remember what was told to the British: quit India, corruption quit India, dynasty quit India.
The BJP MP recounted the state of emergency ordered by then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi way back in 1975 and the 1984 Sikh killings.
इन्होंने कहा अश्रु बहाए, भ्रमण किया 84 के दौरान में। मुझ जैसे कई लोग देश की राजधानी में थे। एक 45 साल की मां ने कहा सिख दंगों के दौरान कि ना सिर्फ मेरे पति को मारा, ना सिर्फ मुझे गैंगरेप किया, बल्कि मेरे सामने मेरे बेटे पर केरोसिन छिड़ककर उसको आग लगा दी गई। और आज ये भारत की बात करते हैं।
Razor-sharp arguments and charged retorts. But the Manipur crisis demands more than just fiery rhetoric. It beckons for earnest resolution and not just a clash of conflicting ideas. Bureau Report, India Today.
Did Amit Shah vanquish Rahul Gandhi in this no-confidence motion debate in Parliament? Has Rahul Gandhi's rehabilitation in the Lok Sabha bombed? Has the Congress's effort to pin the government down through this no-confidence motion failed? To talk about this and more, I'm joined on the broadcast by my colleague Rajdeep Sardesai. With us also representing the ruling BJP, Gaurav Bhatia. Dr. Ajay Kumar represents the Congress. Sanjay Jha understands the ins and now the outs of the Congress. Rahul Srivastav is our National Affairs Editor. Rajdeep, I want to come to you first because there's so much uncertainty about whether Rahul would speak. Would he not speak today? Will he speak tomorrow? In the end, after having heard Amit Shah, are you willing to say unquestionably Amit Shah and the BJP is the victor, Rahul Gandhi and the Congress look weak?
If I was to look at it purely in terms of what parliamentary debate demands, Amit Shah won the day today. Amit Shah was the star of the show without a doubt because Amit Shah's 2-hour-long speech, mind you. So he had the benefit of being able to expand his arguments for 2 hours. Rahul Gandhi spoke for about 30-35 minutes. Amit Shah's was combative but factual on Manipur. I thought that was the strength of his speech. The one weakness I saw, Rahul, in Amit Shah's speech was he was unwilling to accept any responsibility for the government in Imphal or the failing.
But he did accept that
there was
there
no
were
admission
mistakes.
of failures.
He said that he's very sad about the violence and it's very unfortunate, it's regrettable, and that it's happened and gave it an historical arc.
Yes, but what's the role of the Manipur government, which is a BJP-ruled government, of Biren Singh? He defended Biren Singh when the...
But you don't expect him in parliament to criticize his own government.
Well, you see,
He said they accepted all the changes suggested, including sending a new DGP, a new advisor, all of that suggesting that obviously they weren't happy with how Biren Singh was running Manipur at that time.
As I said, Amit Shah on the facts of Manipur, the context of Manipur, the history of Manipur, ethnic clashes have taken place here for the longest time. It's a complex state, was very good. He could have perhaps, in my view, been a little more candid in admitting the mistakes that had been made in Imphal without necessarily having to pin the blame on specific individuals. I think that would have elevated the speech at a time when debates in parliament have become partisan and polarized. But by and large, as I said, he was the star of the show. In contrast, I think Rahul Gandhi, while he showed empathy, for the first 10, 12 minutes or 15 minutes spoke about the Bharat Jodo Yatra, which was irrelevant in my view to the no confidence motion, which was an opportunity to pin down the Modi government on specific issues, not just Manipur, but beyond that. When he spoke about Manipur, there was empathy, there was anger, even more than empathy. Angry Rahul Gandhi. when perhaps
No, but he virtually went and called Prime Minister Modi Ravan. He says Bharat Mata ki hatya hui hai. Those are the kind of things that don't necessarily work well.
That's why, as I said, sometimes anger should be replaced by point factual rebuttal, which will bring you gravitas.
But he didn't have
Gandhi's speech lacked gravitas. Rahul Gandhi's speech was that of an angry middle-aged man who seems to be angry all the time with what is happening.
Angry because he's sitting in the opposition, angry because he doesn't have the chance to tell this government what to do and that they're not listening.
No. See, Rahul, you can be angry, but the anger must be followed then by factual, point-by-point attack on the government based on hard facts. You've got to, you see, you've been talking about jobs, you've been talking about agrarian crisis, you've been claiming that prices have gone out of control. Please give me facts. Show how the poor
or explain what went wrong in Manipur and why, and how after the High Court's order, there were so many things the Biren Singh government did which seemed to favor one community. He didn't get into facts at all.
No, but Rahul, my point is a no confidence motion by its very nature need not be only focused on one issue. You can speak about Manipur, but this was your opportunity to take on the Modi government as you do outside Parliament on a variety of issues. My belief is Rahul Gandhi is much better when interacting with common citizens, and you'll see those videos on YouTube. There's a certain naturalness. In Parliament, you've got to come prepared with hard facts.
You think he came poorly prepared?
I would say that Rahul Gandhi, to my mind, appeared someone who was, less than prepared. This was an opportunity for him to come solidly prepared with hard facts and go for the government on those hard facts.
Has he bungled this opportunity?
I would say he's bungled this opportunity because I think, in a way, Rahul Gandhi is not going to be judged by what he does in Parliament in a strange sort of way. He's going to be judged now by what he does outside Parliament. I won't use the word bungled, but it's a missed opportunity.
No, of course he will be judged by what happens in Parliament.
I would say it's a missed opportunity.
Because people of India were waiting and watching if there's a change in the man. He comes in, gives the kind of speech that he does. Sanjay Jha, I know what Ajay Kumar and Gaurav Bhatia are going to say, so I want to come to you first. Rajdeep saying it's a missed opportunity, came less than prepared, didn't deliver punches. Amit Shah carried the day. Are you willing to accept that Rahul Gandhi comes across as a political lightweight relative to the kind of political maturity that Amit Shah showed while responding on this no confidence motion? Sanjay Jha.
Rahul, I will give you a very quick response in bullet points because everybody needs to be heard. But I must tell you that I'm very disappointed with both Rajdeep and you because this is the problem with the media. You only evaluate politicians by their oratory, by the flamboyance.
No, we're discussing the no confidence motion. I'm not discussing the t-shirt that he wore or how fit he is. I'm discussing his debate in the no confidence motion.
Rahul, just let me finish. I will make the points for you. I think where you're wrong, and both of you are completely wrong, is in saying that Rahul Gandhi is an angry middle-aged man. I'll tell you why he was angry. Because he cares. You know why you are angry? Because you're bothered by what happened. He went to Manipur. Narendra Modi did not even speak about it for 78 days. And when he did, he spoke for 36 seconds. And I'm telling you on your show, the truth is that if that video had not come out, I think till today, there would have been no conversation about Manipur. And that's a fact. Okay. I think I sensed in Rahul today,
but that's a fact that, Sanjay Jha, you've just given a fact that Rahul Gandhi should have given. This is exactly what Rahul Gandhi should have said. You've given a hard fact.
Well, Rajdeep,
these are the hard facts that your leader or your ex-leader should be giving in Parliament. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, now here is my point. I said give me bullet points. I will finish it off for you in 2 seconds. Amit Shah lied in Parliament. And I'll tell you why. He's one of the biggest liars in Indian politics. Where was he and when did he go to Manipur? You want to know the facts, Rahul? Here it is.
Such language.
The government actually...
I object to it, Rahul.
Okay. 1 minute. I don't care for your objection. Let me speak.
Who's Mr.
I have
Sanjay
a fundamental right to speak.
Who's Sanjay Jha?
I don't have to be interrupted here.
No,
Here,
Rahul, I object to it.
Rahul,
I will not allow
Rahul, can I
a
speak?
sympathizer of the Congress
Rahul,
make irresponsible statements.
Okay, Sanjay Jha, 15 seconds, complete your argument. I want to go to Gaurav Bhatia next, very quickly.
The Home Minister of the country.
By the way, when did Amit Shah go to
that's not done.
Yeah, listen.
That's
can
absolutely
I have
unacceptable.
Gaurav Bhatia's feeder down because I can't speak when somebody is interrupting
Okay,
me.
I think you've made your point, Sanjay Jha.
No,
Let
I
me get a
haven't.
word in from the BJP. I'm coming back to you. You've
Rahul.
made multiple points. I'm coming back to you in a moment. Sanjay Jha's argument is Gaurav Bhatia. No, one second. Just one by one, because if everybody speaks at the same time, then I'll find it difficult to moderate this debate. Just 1 second. All faders go down. Gaurav Bhatia. Sanjay Jha's argument is the fact that the government is having to explain what happened in Manipur is by itself the victory of Rahul Gandhi and the Congress, because this was a debate they were not willing to have so far, and they've pinned it down on the Home Minister and tomorrow the Prime Minister. They will have to say something of Manipur, which so far they weren't willing to. Gaurav Bhatia.
Rahul, I'll come to all that. First of all, I would not go on the leaning of Rajdeep Sardesai. But I surely want to ask you, what makes you choose Ajay Kumar to be there to represent the Congress and then get a Congress sympathizer also and then have one lone BJP spokesperson? Is that right? You tell me. I don't object. Rajdeep spoke first. He gave his view. I respect that. I might not fully agree. But you go to Sanjay Jha after that.
Why I went to Sanjay Jha was because I knew what you and Ajoy are going to say.
What has he lied about?
Okay, 1 second. Gaurav Bhatia, let's try and stick to the topic, please. My question is, do you think that Rahul Gandhi has come across as being a political rightweight relative to the kind of political attack that Amit Shah was able to mount? Sanjay Jha says the fact that they're having to discuss Manipur itself is a victory for the Congress and for Rahul Gandhi. Gaurav Bhatia.
Rahul, please get the voice correction done. It's echoing. So, I'm hearing myself. But now I'll respond. So, Rahul, first of all, let us understand. On one side was Amit Shah ji, who was full of facts, a very direct reply addressing each and every issue that was brought on the floor of the House by various speakers. And he also made a very important point. He said what has happened in Manipur is shameful for everybody. He wasn't politicizing, and he said there should be a united appeal by the ruling party as well as the opposition so that we can give a strong message to every citizen in Manipur that the parliament stands with them at this hour of crisis. On the other hand, let's come to Rahul Gandhi now. Rahul, please get this corrected. There is some problem with my, voice. It's echoing in my ear.
Okay. Is it fixed now?
Now let's come to Rahul Gandhi. Rahul, if Manipur was such an important issue, I want to ask, did Rahul Gandhi talk about Manipur with facts and numbers? No, he didn't. And how callous and careless he is, Rahul, that he did not even wait to hear the reply of the Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah ji. Is it not expected out of a member of parliament who makes allegations, who uses unparliamentary, uncouth, uncivilized language, like calling the Prime Minister traitor, by calling the Prime Minister Ravan, and then also blowing a flying kiss. After that, he leaves without even hearing the answer.
Okay, Ajay Kumar, respond to the points taken up by Gaurav Bhatia. He comes across
as a citizen of India,
as being immature, as a lightweight. He leaves after speaking, doesn't listen to the Home Minister. He apparently blows a flying kiss. Has this rehabilitation in the parliament of Rahul Gandhi failed? His speech on Manipur didn't have any hard facts and figures.
Shameful on your part and Rajdeep's part, the language you use. Can I call you a middle-aged anchor? Rajiv, I can call myself an old man, Rajdeep an old man. Look at the words you guys use on TV. And then you start, is Amit Shah a middle-aged, overweight home minister? Is the Prime Minister a senior citizen? The kind of words you guys come on TV and say, pass on and say that this is... No, first let me... Either I complete, sir, you have the decency to listen.
I will.
Please have the courtesy to listen.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So, Mr. Rahul Kanwal, the middle-aged anchor of a national TV, is that the way you would like to be addressed? So please stop using that kind of words. Shame on you guys for
didn't say it, but okay, go on.
You want us to address the Prime Minister? No, I will not get involved. Mr. Rahul Kanwal, I again would put it on record We will continue to address you this way if you don't have a courtesy to extend.
I actually didn't say.
Leader of the party and to any people, any person.
Hey, 1 second. You're accusing me. I didn't say.
I used the word middle-aged, for which I'm apologizing.
Are Ajay Kumar Baba, I didn't say. Why are you getting angry with me?
Phone callers, no issues.
I'm an old man. I accept that, and I
But मैंने
apologize
तो
for
बोला
calling
ही
Rahul
नहीं सर, आप
Gandhi
मेरे पे गुस्सा हो रहे हैं.
Go ahead.
I want to place on record that I never said anything of the sort that you accused me of.
Lightweight.
Yes.
Lightweight कौन बोल रहा था?
वो मैं बोल रहा था.
Lightweight कौन बोल रहा था?
वो मैंने पूछा आपसे सवाल.
Heavyweight स्मृति ईरानी है. हाँ, तो स्मृति ईरानी heavyweight है क्या? अमित शाह heavyweight है क्या? भाषा पर काबू रखिए सर. दूसरी बात है कि ये नहीं बॉस. गौरव जी आपके लिए भी मेरे लिए, मैं आपके लिए कभी इस्तेमाल नहीं करता, आप भी इस्तेमाल मत कीजिए. दूसरी बात है, the speech of Rahul Gandhi was a hit. The problem is, the speech of Mr. Rahul Gandhi was a hit, and it touched the nerves of all these guys, and rest of India appreciates because it was a political speech. Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai, when the nation is wanting you and your facts and figures, it is not the issue, it is your addressing from the floor of the parliament the nation. Second point.
But it's
Mr.
not a
Gaurav
political
Bhatia says
speech,
they
it's a
went to
speech in
he
parliament.
should
It's
be
meant to be a
present.
parliamentary
Well,
speech, sir. It's
It
meant to be a
was-
speech in
can
the
I-
finest traditions of a
one
democracy
sec. You're
delivered
not
in
listening.
parliament, not a political
Rahul,
speech.
Rahul, you call me on a debate. One sec. Can I complete, sir?
Yes, please do.
You didn't hear me.
I did.
When Mr. Rahul Gandhi was addressing from the floor of the parliament, his audience was the rest of India. His audience was Manipur. You don't get it, I don't mind that. Second issue is, like Sanjay Jha and everybody said, whether the Home Minister lied or not is secondary. Gaurav Bhatia is offended that Mr. Gandhi was not present. The Prime Minister goes for election rally during Parliament sessions. He doesn't seem to be offended. He doesn't seem to have offended that the Prime Minister never went. The most important part is, on flying kiss and this petty lies after lies, Hema Malini herself says that there was nothing like this, but leave that aside. The important part is whether it is the political messaging across India has gone. I have strangers telling us, and I want to tell you, Rajdeep, the facts. One sec, sir. I didn't interrupt you, sir. I want to, and give me the dignity for 30 seconds. The question is, Gaurav Gogoi gave facts.
Neither am I.
The whole of Congress party has been giving facts. Has anybody addressed that? 60,000 displaced. I have been to Manipur. I have been speaking on it. Mr. Gandhi rallied the nation to show the mirror. And it was a political speech. The parliament, or the floor of the parliament, was meant not to Rajdeep for a school debate or Oxford debate.
Okay, allow me
it
now,
was
the
to tell
same time,
that
Rahul.
what is your, and
Just to
what did they do?
respond.
One sec, I'll finish. What did you guys do? You showed Amit Shah was counting 12, 13 minutes, like the speaker of the Lok Sabha. Out of Rahul Gandhi, 17 minutes on 17 minutes on Manipur, he shows 70% himself. No, look at it. Please address this question. Gaurav, please answer that.
No, so let Gaurav Bhatia respond to this. In Parliament, when Rahul Gandhi is speaking, the Lok Sabha cameras typically tend to look at the speaker. They're cutting towards the speaker. They're not really focusing on Rahul Gandhi. There was a calculation done by the Congress when he was speaking on Manipur for 15 minutes 42 seconds. The charge is that for 11 minutes 8 seconds, the cameras were focusing on Om Birla.
They were scared. The BJP is so
Gaurav
scared
Bhatia,
of
please. Gaurav Bhatia.
You know, it was being said that Rahul Gandhi was the angry young man and he was very, very angry. It is said that you can be very, very angry, Rahul, and yet be very, very wrong. And today Rahul Gandhi quoted Rumi. I am also quoting Rumi. Rumi had said, and I quote, "Sit, be still and listen." Rahul Gandhi couldn't do anything of these three guiding principles that Rumi is talking about, and I'll tell you why. Rahul Gandhi knew that what he has spoken is without any substance. He couldn't speak like a parliamentarian. He couldn't make an appeal that the opposition and the ruling parties should unite and make an appeal for peace and stand together. He just wanted to rush out of the parliament. And while he was doing that, he also blew a kiss. Now remember the 2018...
Now where are images of this kiss? The Congress says he did nothing of the sort.
The credibility of the UPA.
Where is the case?
Okay,
Video
so I will answer that.
Video
Now,
दिखाओ
allow
बोलता
me
है.
to complete my point. I wish to answer what Ajoy said.
Video
मैं
दिखाओ.
बताता हूँ, अभी आपको proof देता हूँ. So, but allow me to complete my point. It becomes very disturbing. It breaks my chain of thought, and then, you know, I cannot effectively answer. Thank you. Now, I want to remind you of 2018. No confidence motion was brought. The purpose for no confidence motion being brought in is that people of the country do not have faith. The government doesn't have the numbers. They lost that no confidence motion. By the end of it, Rahul Gandhi was seen winking inside the temple of democracy. 2023 again, they will lose. No confidence motion. And the little credibility that Rahul Gandhi had, again, has been demolished completely because of this blowing of
No,
flight
where is,
kiss.
how do you know he
Now
blew
you
a
are
kiss?
asking
The
me,
Congress
what is
is
the
questioning
proof?
that, saying
Priyanka
where's the
Chaturvedi?
evidence? Yes.
I'm answering that. I will never evade. Please hear me out. Priyanka Chaturvedi, whose party is an ally of the Congress, see the PTI-ANI bite of Priyanka Chaturvedi, and even the Congress leaders, they have said, वो तो प्यार दे रहे थे, ये लोग प्यार भी नहीं देख सकते हैं. That means there is an admission that he blew a flying kiss. No statement of Rahul Gandhi has also been made after that denying that he did not do so. But more importantly, I want to say, he referred to Prime Minister as Ravan. The only Ravan I know of, and going by the definition of Rahul Gandhi, Ravan here listens to two people, Robert Vadra, who's the Kumbhakaran, and Lady Meghnad, who's Priyanka Vadra Gandhi. Okay. So Rahul Gandhi is the Ravan, because we know all the vices that Ravan had. He is conceited, he lies, he is going against the interest of the country, he divides the country.
Rahul
And
Srivastava,
those
you
are
were
the
in Parliament
Ravan-like
all day
traits
long.
that we see
Who
in
do you
Rahul
think
Gandhi.
won day two? Who carried the day? Who's come out stronger?
Rahul, as a journalist who is well past his middle ages, I would like to say, that this, why was everybody there? Why
Good
was
one, Rahul.
everybody
Good
there?
one.
Everybody was there because there was a no trust motion. A no trust motion because the Prime Minister does not honor the Parliament and the Parliament procedures. And they wanted him to speak on Manipur. These were the three basic templates. Now, at the end of the day, Rahul Gandhi made a speech which was hard-hitting, had hard-hitting elements, which will make perfect political templates in the coming days, like the Chaukidar Chor Hai in the last one, 2018 trust vote. It will be used in political rallies by India, the coalition, Congress cadres. They will all talk about this. It will be seen maybe in the hoardings and posters and other places. But Rahul Gandhi's party moved a trust motion for a parliamentary debate and a parliamentary answer by the Prime Minister on the issue of Manipur. Did the Congress build a debate like, I think the only one who actually did was Gaurav Gogoi?
Correct.
What was needed for a parliamentary debate was Gaurav Gogoi kind of speech, because if you wanted to do a political throw and run, go away from the house, then you could have done it outside also. Then if you are doing this, then you're doing what the Prime Minister is doing. Then two of you are eventually defeating Parliament. What Amit Shah did, he has given a running commentary, a point-by-point rebuttal. Eventually, at the end of the day, Rahul, if you see Amit Shah, he has not taken accountability, but also one political thing happened in the debate. I have, for the first time in the history of Parliament, in 27 years I have covered, I have seen, and Ajay has been there, I heard a minister saying something, a fixed tagline, and a chorus behind it. And the chorus was on two things. Desh ko Vishwas hai. On that, all the BJP MPs were saying it. And then on the Ghotala issue, kiske samay pe hua, UPA ke samay pe hua. So eventually a political attempt had a political reply. Parliament did not win on this day.
No, but let Ajay Kumar respond to this, because you're accepting the fact that this is a political speech. It's meant to be a parliamentary speech. This is a parliamentary debate following parliamentary procedures, parliamentary guidelines. If you want to make a political speech, do it in an election context. Don't do it in Parliament. It just seems to suggest that Rahul Gandhi can't tell a political speech from a parliamentary speech. Gaurav Gogoi did that. That's what Rahul Gandhi should have done.
So let me answer. First of all, the Home Minister, which everybody's, at least you and Rajdeep are going gaga about, had lied. You know, this is the Kalavati's video. Look at it. Please tell through your channels, and you can see it. It's on Srinivas's account. She got 3 lakh rupees from Mr. Gandhi. She got support, everything, and that's Kalavati actually saying it. So you have a liar home minister who lies, and please check it. Verified Rajdeep ji, Rahul ji. Please kindly do it, because I'll be really appreciative when you say that the home minister is a liar, and it is a national TV. I'm telling you, please. You can. You can hold me responsible if it is a fake thing. It's on the official handle. So, no, one second. Let me complete, sir. Let me complete. Gaurav, I didn't interrupt you, so let me complete. Second issue is when, on language, when Gaurav is talking about language, Congress ka vidwa, Jersey cow, 50 crore ke girlfriend, all this word our Prime Minister says, tab unke bhasha badal madhur hai, dripping honey. What kind of statements you make, sir? You're saying you're offended. This is our Prime Minister speaking. Yours and our Prime Minister who uses the words which are totally unparliamentary. The third point, I want to tell you, our Prime Minister has never... one second. On the floor of the House, so yaar, kahin par bhi maa behan ka gali de do bahar. This is the height, Gaurav. On the floor, you can abuse everybody else outside. Oh, by the floor of the House, you should use good words.
I think, Rahul, this is very unfair.
And I don't want to comment on Smriti. One sec, Gaurav ji, I didn't interrupt you. Don't interrupt me.
I wish to reply.
I didn't interrupt you. Hey, listen, man. Mr.
No, you
Bhatia,
can't be going on and on. You got to make your points clear. And I need to respond. Rahul, I request.
Okay, one by one,
and this
please.
is not a fighting match.
Let Ajay Kumar complete his argument in 20 seconds. Gaurav Bhatia has stayed down just for 20 seconds. Last point, Ajay Kumar, very quickly, please.
I will interrupt. Hey, listen,
very
Mr.
quickly.
Bhatia. Yeah, okay. The issue, the important point is what we have continuously said. The Parliament hid the Mr. Adani's footprints in the present time. They removed that photos. The question again which the country is asking is, why didn't the Prime Minister go? Why didn't the Prime Minister speak? And why is he spreading hatred, whether it is Haryana?
Okay. Gaurav Bhatia, the Prime Minister...
And they are kerosene and match distributors.
Will he, the question is, after the tempo has been raised in the manner that it has by Amit Shah, he's responded to everything. Where does that leave the Prime Minister and what he says tomorrow? Point number 2, the argument made by Rahul Gandhi that you've kind of put fuel across the country, which is why when there's a chingari, there's a massive fire. It's happened in Manipur, it's happening in Haryana. That's the political message. For what it's worth, he's trying to send. You, of course, will dismiss it. Those who like Rahul Gandhi and what they're talking about will try and accept it. But that argument about India being burnt and Manipur being divided, respond to that. Gaurav.
First of all, Rahul, I strongly object to the point that they're calling the Home Minister a liar. And I must say that they've not even heard the speech of the Home Minister. The Home Minister very categorically said that Rahul Gandhi spoke about Kalavati and she has benefited by the schemes that have been sponsored by the central government of Shri Narendra Modi ji, like getting a house, like a gas connection. So he's not lying. That can be verified. The point is Rahul Gandhi and the UPA government did nothing to elevate the standing of Kalavati and her family. Second, Rahul just mentioned that during the earlier election, Chaukidar Chor Hai Jaib also became an election issue. What happened after that? Did Rahul Gandhi not apologize before the Honorable Supreme Court? He had to apologize. And the result was NDA got more than 350 seats. BJP got 303 seats. Just like today's speech of Rahul Gandhi will not add to the tally of Congress or INDIA, Amit Shah's speech has ensured that he answered every concern raised by the opposition. Plus, he also highlighted how Narendra Modi's government in the last 9 years has delivered and has ensured dignity and empowerment for every citizen of India. My third point is, let us not forget that Rule 176 allowed a discussion for 2.5 hours. And now it seems that for a speaker like Rahul Gandhi, even 10 minutes were more than enough. Because it was not his intention to highlight the Manipur issue. He spoke more about himself and his own understanding of India, where he even went to the extent of hurting every citizen. And he said, and if I remember correctly, he said, murder of Bharat Mata. Bharat Mata cannot be murdered. Bharat Mata is
I'll
strong
respond to
enough.
that, Sanjay
It
Jha. Even
resides
Smriti
in
Irani
the
raised this
heart of
issue.
every Indian.
No one is
And I
willing to
think that
accept
is
that
something
Bharat Mata
that
has
people
been
of-
murdered.
people
And
of
he has
India will
these
not
abstract
forget.
ideas. India ek awaaz hai. In an earlier avatar, he said India is a beehive. You know, this India ek awaaz hai, you know, is not. It's just something which common people find very difficult to understand. Bharat ek awaaz hai, India is a beehive, Bharat Mata has been murdered. Most people out in the street, the common voter, doesn't get it. You ask them, has Bharat Mata been murdered? 90% people will say, no, absolutely not.
Rahul, I just want to make 2 points here. I'm very, very happy that Rahul Gandhi, the Congress and the India Alliance is going to get Mr. Narendra Modi to speak on Manipur. You know, the bar for Indian democracy has become so low.
No, who is he?
That you
I
have
want to
such
know,
kind of
Rahul.
an ethnic violence
Why
going on in
two
Manipur.
persons supporting
and for
the Congress?
Prime Minister to speak is a
Why
matter that has
two
to be
persons
repeated.
supporting
I mean,
the
what a
Congress?
shame. I think
Who is
the
he?
opposition.
Who is he?
the
He's not a
opposition is
political
aware
analyst, first, Rahul.
No, Gaurav Bhatia, it's really my
not a
prerogative
political
to bring
analyst.
people
He's
in.
a
Just one
sympathizer
second.
of the
Allow
Congress
him to
party.
speak. He's here as a political
No,
analyst.
it's fine, but I have my right to question it.
You can question it. Yes,
I
most
have the
certainly.
right to question it.
Yes,
when
you
he's
can question it.
masquerading
Yes.
as a political analyst, and we all know his association with the Congress party. You cannot take away my right to question
You can
your
question
panel
it.
selection.
Okay, you've questioned him. Now let him
Yes.
speak. 10 seconds. Conclude, please. I want to
He is not a political analyst.
He's a former
He is a
congressman.
Congress sympathizer. Please write that. And I will have no problem.
Right? He is a Congress former leader. There's doubt about it.
And then give me time to respond to him.
Okay, I'm out of time, so we'll have to make this quick.
Yeah. Rahul, here are 2 points. The Supreme Court pulled up
No,
the
he
Prime
can't
Minister
make
by
it
saying,
because I'll be
stop
interrupting
the
him.
whataboutery.
I
Number
will be
2,
reminding
the
you, Rahul,
Punjab and
that
Haryana
don't
High Court
apply.
said yesterday, are we headed for ethnic cleansing? This is happening for the first time in our parliamentary and our political history. Ethnic cleansing has been used by the courts, and the Supreme Court has to tell the Prime Minister, cut out the whataboutery. We are talking about a serious issue here. This is not about Congress or India. This is about the women of India. This is about a democracy.
Okay, Gaurav Bhatia, 20 seconds. Respond to the charge. A, the High Court's observations, the manner in which those illegal constructions were being removed, seeming partisan, calling a halt to it. Secondly, ethnic cleansing. Now, these are very, very serious issues. Rahul Gandhi is raising and demanding that the Prime Minister answer. This will be the final response. Gaurav Bhatia, quickly, please.
The best is yet to come, and the Prime Minister will address from the floor of the House, and these people will have no response left. And I can tell you one thing, if there is one butcherer of our democracy, it is the Gandhi Parivar. Smriti Irani ji spoke about the 1984 riots. Bada ped girta hai to dharti hilti hai. And they also tried to scuttle the democracy when emergency was imposed. These people will question us. At least we have a sincere Home Minister who's trying to give the facts, and he is told that the need of the hour is to stand together as one united India, and we will ensure that Manipur progresses and there is peace.
Okay, I'll leave it over there. You've heard Rahul Gandhi in the morning, you heard Amit Shah in the evening, and everything that came in between. Prime Minister Modi will give his concluding address tomorrow. I don't wish to take sides. I think both leaders made their pitches. People of India will decide who they think carried the day, who's winning this argument. Ultimately, it's about politics, it's about what happens in the next elections. That is what is at stake. We'll track this election and this no confidence motion closely. I'm slipping into a break. I'll have more for you when we come back on the other side. Stay with us. Back in a moment.
Communal flashpoint at Delhi's doorstep. Amidst the flames and rioting, India Today reporters fearless on the ground.
Stone pelting was so aggressive from the both sides.
Entire market in the area has been shut right now. Attacked the cyber police station of Noor.
Facts, questions,
What resulted in the communal clashes?
and first-hand reports.
एकदम ही पत्थर आए हैं ऊपर से छतों पे से गोली का चलिए पीछे वाला शीशा टूट लिया
100% accuracy amidst the blaze. We track the face of every story. India Today, India United.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 39 and minimum 28 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 33 and minimum 26 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 30 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 23 degrees.
In politics, everyone has an opinion, but I have the data. Whose stock is rising? Whose graph is falling? Track India's political stock exchange. Unmatched, unmissable data analytics. The only show on News TV where numbers do the talking. India's most credible poll tracker. The Political Stock Exchange with Rahul Gandhi only on India Today. It's a full-blown war between Team India and the NDA. On the 81st anniversary of the Quit India movement comes Prime Minister Modi's scathing attack on the opposition bloc India. Recalling the movement by Mahatma Gandhi and launching a new war cry, Prime Minister Modi asserted that the whole of India wants to ask the India alliance to quit India. In a jibe, he said, and I quote, corruption, quit India, dynasty, quit India, appeasement, quit India. His salvo comes at a time when the opposition has been showcasing a united front against the NDA. This is where we wrap up the news track tonight. For your time and your trust, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing you on day 3 of the No Confidence motion, the grand finale in this mega political battle.
Employee addition has dropped a combined 135% at TCS, Wipro and HCL Tech. This means where the companies had added 31,000 employees this quarter last year, this year they've seen a fall of nearly 11,000 employees. This is in line with the muted financial numbers shared by these companies. Akanksha Chaturvedi gets us a deep dive into this trend. A closer look. Akanksha?
That is right, Abha. Hiring across major Indian IT companies has dampened in Q1 FY24 as compared to the year-ago quarter. If we take a close look at the numbers, we see that TCS only added around 500 people to the company in Q1 FY24, while this number was over 28 times bigger last year. TCS added over 14,000 employees in Q1 FY23. At Wipro, this trend seems to have worsened. In Q1 FY24, Wipro's headcount actually reduced by around 8,000 employees, while in Q1 FY23, they had added over 15,000 people to the organization. HCL Tech was also in line with this trend. The company's headcount went down by over 2,500 people in Q1 FY24, whereas they had added around 2,100 people in the year-ago quarter. This slowdown is in line with the broader slowdown in the industry, which is caused by the cutbacks in IT and discretionary spending across the world.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 39 and minimum 28 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 33 and minimum 26 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 30 and minimum 24 degrees. Chennai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 23 degrees.
In politics, everyone has an opinion, but I have the data. Whose stock is rising? Whose graph is falling? Track India's political stock exchange. Unmatched, unmissable data analytics. The only show on News TV when numbers do the talking. India's most credible poll tracker. The Political Stock Exchange with Rahul Gandhi only on India Today.
सॉरी। नमस्ते टमाटर प्रेमियों, 104.8 इश्क एफएम पर आपको चखाना चाहता हूँ आजकल का टमाटरी गीत। ये
Shake your body, girl.
हो ग्रेवी, बिरयानी, हो चटनी, पाव भाजी, सदमे में अम्मी और अब्बा, 1 किलो टमाटर 200 का था बिल, बजट हिला मेरा रब्बा। टमाटर कैसे लोगे? 200 के किलो हो गए टमाटर। टमाटर कैसे लोगे? 200 के किलो हो गए टमाटर। किलो में ना निकले एक भी ढंग का, मम्मी का दिमाग था सन का। टमाटर जो ना मैं छांट के लाया, मम्मी लगा देगी लंका। टमाटर वाला एक नहीं आ रहा, ऑनलाइन भी चेक कर चुका मैं। मोहल्ले की सारी रेडी पूछ पूछ के मर चुका मैं। नहीं जरूरत बर्गर में टमाटर की, सलाद बन रही खीरा प्याज और गाजर की। एक टमाटर से पूरा दिन तुम चलाओ, 1 हो गई सिस्टर और अम्मा। टमाटर कैसे लोगे? 200 के किलो हो गए टमाटर।
Good evening, viewers. Let's take a look at the weather report across the major cities this evening. Thiruvananthapuram is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 50. Mumbai is at 31 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 49. Panji is at 29 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 45. Ahmedabad is at 32 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 66. Bhopal is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 33. Jaipur is at 32 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 117. Delhi is at 35 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 124. Srinagar is at 31 degrees Celsius with AQI being 63. Lucknow is at 33 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 100. Patna is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 68. Kolkata is at 31 degrees with an AQI of 59. Hyderabad is at 31 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 36. Bangalore is at 30 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 27. Chennai is at 33 degrees Celsius with an AQI of 66. This is all we have for you in this segment. Hope wherever you are, you find favorable weather around you. Keep watching India Today for all the weather updates with me AI Sana all through the day.
Good evening, hello and welcome. You're with the news today, your primetime destination news, newsmakers, talking points. Wednesday night, it was the battle of the heavyweights in Parliament. Home Minister Amit Shah, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, who won round 2 of the vote of no confidence. We'll dissect both their speeches very closely. You're with the news today. The fierce face-off over Manipur coming up, the countdown to 2024. Let's tell you right at the top then where we stand, first with the 9 headlines at 9. Home Minister Amit Shah gives a detailed status report over Manipur violence on day 2 of the no trust debate, but refuses to accept central government accountability, backs Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh, calls the no confidence motion politically motivated, targets the Congress. Rahul Gandhi takes on the Modi government in Parliament, says Bharat Mata was murdered in Manipur. Union Minister Smriti Irani fires back with a dynast and corrupt attack. Rahul Gandhi's alleged flying kiss in the House also triggers a row. BJP women MPs accuse him of indecent behavior. Congress rebuts, says Rahul Gandhi was only replying to BJP MPs mocking him. AAP MP Raghav Chadda faces a privilege motion. 4 MPs accuse him of proposing their name for the Delhi Services House panel without their consent. Rajya Sabha passes personal data protection bill after opposition walks out over Manipur issue. The law that protects personal information of citizens' duty dilutes the Right to Information Act. Kerala Assembly unanimously adopts resolution to rename the state. CM Pinarayi Vijayan urges centre to rename God's own country to Keralam in all languages. Chandrayaan-3 reaches even closer to the moon's surface after a successful maneuver. Next operation scheduled for 14th August. ICC formally announces changes to the ODI World Cup fixtures. India versus Pakistan clash now confirmed in Ahmedabad for October 14. Changes made to a total of 9 games. 41 migrants have died in a shipwreck of the Italian island of Lampedusa. The asylum seekers were killed while en route to Italy from Tunisia. But let's start with the big face-off that took place in Parliament. It was day 2 of the no-confidence motion and it was a battle of political heavyweights. Amit Shah, Union Home Minister, spoke for 2 hours defending the government on Manipur and targeting the opposition whom he accused of having failed to handle the situation in the northeast in the past. Rahul Gandhi led the charge from the Congress, where he claimed that Bharat Mata had been murdered in Manipur. What really were the two sides battling about? Before we go into our face-off, where we'll be joined by special political guests, let's take a look at just what the 2 main speakers from either side had to say on day 2 of the no-confidence motion in Parliament.
1993 में श्री पीवी नरसिम्हा राव जी प्रधानमंत्री थे, राजकुमार दोरेंद्र सिंह कांग्रेस के नेता मुख्यमंत्री थे और नागा कुकी संघर्ष हुआ। नागा कुकी भी नस्लीय हिंसा थी मंजूर और उस वक्त 750 लोग मारे गए, 200 लोग घायल हुए, 45,000 लोग शरणार्थी थे और 1.5 साल तक ये हिंसा अविरत रूप से चलती रही। अब ये कहते हैं प्रधानमंत्री जी क्यों नहीं बोले? भाई 700 लोग मारे गए थे, 200 लोग घायल हुए, 45,000 लोग शरणार्थी बने। आपको मालूम है जवाब किसने दिया? मान्यवर, इनको मालूम है जवाब किसने दिया? MOS राजेश पायलट ने। बाद में 2004 में मनमोहन सिंह जी थे, इबोबी सिंह जी थे, लगभग 1700 लोगों के एनकाउंटर हुए। 1700 लोग एक तरफा वर्दी से, ऐसा वहां मानते हैं, मैं नहीं मानता। मैं तो व्यवस्था में विश्वास रखने वाला हूं। वहां लोग मानते हैं वर्दी से की हुई नस्ली हिंसा थी। 1700 सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने संज्ञान लिया, ढेर सारी SITयां बनी, मगर किसने जवाब दिया? कोई नहीं, एक चर्चा नहीं, ना MOS ना मिनिस्टर। अब मुझे बताइए भाई, चिदम्बरम साहब थे और वहाँ राज्यसभा में मेरा हिसाब मांगते थे, मुझे बोलने नहीं देते। मैं आपके माध्यम से देश की जनता को कहना चाहता हूँ, ये परिस्थिति जन्य नस्लीय हिंसा है, इसको राजनीति का मुद्दा नहीं बनाना चाहिए। और मान्यवर 3, 4, 5 मैं पूरे देश को बताना चाहता हूँ, इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने रात को 4 बजे भी मुझे फोन किया है और दूसरे दिन 6:30 बजे मुझे फोन से उठाया भी इस देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने। और ये कह रहे हैं मोदी जी ध्यान नहीं रख रहे। हिंसा धीरे धीरे कम हो रही है, हम हिंसा में की आग में तेल डालने का काम न करें, हम तेल न डालें। तेल कैसे डाला जाता है मैं बताता हूँ। श्री राहुल गांधी जी यहाँ से वहाँ मुलाकात करें, मैं बड़ा स्वागत करता हूँ, संवेदना है, मणिपुर की चिंता है। गए एयरपोर्ट पर उतरे, उन्होंने कहा कि भाई हमें चूड़ा चांदपुर जाना है। ठीक है भाई, अगले दिन जाने वाले थे, पहले दिन कहा कोई बात नहीं, चाहिए आप जरूर जाना चाहिए। हमने कहा हेलीकॉप्टर से चले जाइए, कि नहीं मैं रोड से जाऊँगा। पुलिस ने रोकना पड़ा, फिर 3 घंटे तक ऑल इंडिया लाइव कराकर ये नाटक देश को दिखाया और फिर 4 बजे दूसरे दिन हेलीकॉप्टर से चले गए। भाई हेलीकॉप्टर से चले जाते तो क्या आपत्ति थी, हमने सुरक्षा की पूरी व्यवस्था की थी, परंतु इस प्रकार की काम करने के लिए वहां जाना, इसको पॉलिटिक्स कहते हैं गौरव जी। शर्मनाक वीडियो आया, मैं इसके बारे में भी कहना चाहता हूँ। मान्यवर, ये वीडियो 4 मई के दिन की दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना है। दुनिया में किसी भी जगह पर, किसी भी स्थान पर किसी महिला के साथ, किसी युवा महिला के साथ इस तरह की घटना समाज के नाम पर धब्बा है। मान्यवर, इसका कोई समर्थन नहीं कर सकता। 4 मई का वीडियो संसद सत्र के 1 दिन पहले ही क्यों आया? अगर किसी के पास वीडियो था तो वीडियो डीजीपी को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए? मान्यवर, किसी के पास वीडियो था तो पुलिस तंत्र को देना चाहिए या नहीं देना चाहिए? उसको सार्वजनिक करना चाहिए क्या? वो महिला के सम्मान की तो सोचो। किसी के पास भी था, अगर उसने डीजीपी को दे दिया होता तो 5 तारीख को ही पकड़ गए होते, क्योंकि जिस दिन वीडियो दिया उसी दिन वीडियो की कॉपी पर से हमने फेस आइडेंटिफिकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर का उपयोग करते हुए, सरकारों के डेटा के साथ मिलान करते हुए 9 के 9 लोगों को अरेस्ट कर दिया और वो आज ट्रायल फेस कर रहे हैं जेल में।
भारत एक आवाज है, भारत हमारी जनता की आवाज है, दिल की आवाज है। उस आवाज की हत्या आपने मणिपुर में की। इसका मतलब